technically it does help, but only if we fuck up that horribly.
Well, you know.
So you mean like usual?
Yeah.
I would like to not.
Fox has gone live.
I mean, we could.
Oh
No.
boy.
To be fair, we could be like the Curse of Strahd stuff. So you know.
You know, it helps to open up my card slinger stuff on the internet.
It does help a lot of things, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You might want to do that.
Just so I know what I'm doing if I have to fight.
No, I should probably open up Gauthag's character sheet.
I mean,
Probably open up a lot of these things.
Jay.
I have both of my character sheets open.
Okay, to be fair, I was
I'm
creating
running
another
two tonight.
character. To be fair, I was creating another character. His name is Thomas Shankerton, and he's a rogue.
Hey, at least his name's not Thomas the Shank Engine.
Oh my god.
I can't.
Well,
I can't.
to be fair, I could have.
It's a Warforged.
Oh god.
Thomas
fair.
the Shank.
To be fair, I could have also named him Thomas Bladenbutt,
This
Oh
is
my
true.
gosh.
but I didn't.
Just.
Didn't.
I think I won the internet for tonight with that one. Though.
So we're gonna pull up the chat. But I have it muted.
What's a chat?
Brr.
I am following you. Okay, good. I thought I was Fox, but I wasn't entirely sure. Oh no, I wasn't. What the flip? What's wrong with me?
How
I
dare?
may or may not have posted a thing in Dragon's Derp Cave.
Dragons. Yeah, I saw that. I am getting ready to do some things myself.
Oh, right.
Oh,
I have it set up if we do have like battles or anything, then I'll pull up tabletop.
Sounds good.
oh god.
Okay, return.
I'm actually on camera on a stream. Oh god.
Panic.
Oh god.
You can do this. It's fine.
So,
But I'll have you know I am totally panicking.
It's fine. It's
Also
totally
defying
fine.
Rinn.
Shouldn't be.
we'll start off.
Oh, yeah. It didn't change like I wanted it to. That would be why.
You guys all have a week of downtime.
Woohoo!
The way we're going to do this is I'm going to go to each one of you, and you're going to kind of tell me what you want to accomplish through that week. And if it needs to be role played out, we will role play it out. If it needs to have any roles, we'll do roles. Otherwise, as long as it's within the time frame, it will be accomplished. So, I have one question. Who's
Oh
first?
boy. Should we roll initiative for this?
Fuck it, let's do that.
Yeah.
Sure! Roll initiative!
Okay.
Initiative!
I'm gonna use one of my crappy dice because maybe I don't want to go first.
This is fine.
Let me see here.
Absolutely everything is okay.
I just exploded my dice.
Excuse
I'm
you,
gonna
Carl.
use my new dice.
That
There we
is
go.
a 18 plus.
Oh my gosh!
Oh
What?
no.
The one that rolled a nat one decided to roll very well. Why?
So here we go.
I'm willing to bet you're not going first, though.
Let me see. A D20 plus 10.
Oh,
There
props.
we go. D20 plus 10.
Wait, what the? How
Plus
is your initiative
10?
that high?
My initiative is plus 6, but War Mage gives me lets me add my intelligence modifier.
Oh. Oh.
Plus 10.
Oof.
Well, there goes the nat 20 on that die.
Well,
Alright.
so yeah, please type
So we
your
know who's going
initiative in the
first.
chat.
Yeah.
I'll
please type in the
say, I
chat.
mean,
So yeah, I can see
Still
it.
hasn't let me join in.
the sooner I get Maribelle's first few nights out of the way.
Jesus! I think we know who's going first.
Oof!
Let
Good
me
lord!
guess. Solid
30!
Oh my gosh, Jay.
Not in there
19,
yet,
15,
but
30.
someone type in 21 for me.
21?
I
Alright.
got you.
And so let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing
Ah.
there. 8! So, Gauthag,
Oh my gosh.
we'll start with you. What does Gauthag wish to accomplish in this week?
Let's see. Well, I did procure a bunch of platinum pieces last time around.
Yes, you
And
did.
you kept the majority of them.
Yes, I did. I kept
Yes, you
100 of them.
And it was probably mentioned to the others that you got a larger cut than the rest of us.
Hey, based on what was in that box, I'm considering that hazard pay.
He's right. I could have
And to be perfectly
died.
honest, I think Gauthag was the only one that was there, wasn't he?
No, Maribelle was with him.
Oh, Maribelle was there.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, Maribelle
Yeah,
was
Maribelle
there.
was there.
That's right, Maribelle was there.
So,
So Maribelle knows.
so,
Yeah,
Gauthag's
it's
gonna,
just
you know,
fun.
Gauthag's gonna sell some things, you know, stuff like that.
Okay.
Let me see, where's handbook? Because I want to know how much I get back for the net.
Yeah, if you want to sell anything within a week, that's easy enough to do. You can. That's half the price of what's in the book. That's what
And
you
you
get
go
back.
to 146, if I'm not mistaken. What, 147 or 8?
In net, you will get back 5 silver.
Yay, 5 silver! Because it's 1 gold. No, it's 5 gold, I thought.
It's 1 gold piece for a net.
Yeah.
I just realized something I need to do real quick.
So remove the net.
Well, because my eyes are somewhere
Actually-
else, I have to leave something else to keep an eye on this chat.
Oh,
Before I do that, so I now have. You said 5 silver,
Yes.
so I now have 9 silver pieces. But let me see. What else was I going to sell? I'm going to be selling a couple things. Also going to be selling my mall. Like, I don't really use that much.
That's going to give you 5 gold.
5 gold back.
Mm-hmm.
See, Fluffy, you and Aspire know exactly what's about to happen.
oh boy.
Oh dear goodness.
Let me see.
Ah!
And why are you
Let me
in my
see,
coffee?
I'm going to subtract 50 from my gold because Gauthag now has a greatsword.
Oh boy.
Nice.
That's going to replace them all.
Okay.
If I can get to the greatsword. There we go.
6 pounds, 2d6 slashing. Huzzah!
See. And then, like I said, you guys know exactly what's about to happen.
Probably.
Maybe.
Then I'm going to purchase
Glorious name.
a lance.
Oh, a lance.
Oh,
Alright,
boy.
that's 10 gold.
Mhm.
Special has reach. And I believe, if I am not mistaken, because it's the way the lance works, I believe its special thing is that it is disadvantage if it's too close.
I think.
Which is why it'll
so.
only actually be used every so often.
Yeah.
It's pretty much going to be the, all right, you refuse to get within range. Okay, I'm just going to stab you with this thing.
I'm gonna stab you with a stick.
Exactly.
So yeah, you have a lance and a new great sword.
Yes.
That doesn't glow in the dark.
Well, how much would it cost to get the greatsword enchanted?
Depends on the enchantment.
Fire damage.
Fire damage, that would run you. Well, my notes. Control F. That's going to cost you probably, I would say, because the greatsword's going to be a little more expensive. 2,000 gold.
Like I just freeze like,
Just little.
nope.
Everything.
No.
However,
Everything is awful.
that's if you get it at the Feather Gauntlet. If you were to go to the Lusty Wizard, which you currently have a deal with,
Rusty. What you
that
got
would
for me,
bring it
Rusty?
down to your discount Probably closer to like 600. No, 1600 gold.
Okay, so how much does one platinum piece cost? How much is one
One
platinum?
platinum is 10 gold.
Well,
So
that's-
10 times whatever your platinum is how much gold you have.
So I have 1,144 gold at the moment.
Yeah, that's
You
kind
can
of
attempt-
why. That's kind of why it's like, oh, you're keeping a lot of money.
Hmm?
Okay, maybe not the great sword. How much do you enchant the longbow?
Lombo? Yeah, that would probably run. Are you doing the same enchantment?
Lightning, well, thunder damage. Lightning.
Okay, but it's
Pretty much be
basically the
thunder.
same.
Yeah.
I just been reflavoring the flame tongue for that. That would be for the longbow. It's actually would probably only run you maybe like 500 gold at most for him
Okay.
because it still requires ammunition and it's not as hard for him to enchant that as is the great sword.
Okay. So how much? Like how many extra? What's extra dice rolls as far as for the?
Just 2d6 thunder. Which basically is keeping the flame tongue's damage. I find it simpler. It even says in the book you can change the damage time if you want, stuff like that. So that's what I've been doing.
2d6 thunder damage for longbow. There we go.
Oop! Thunderbow.
Look, that skips the need for me to wait until a certain level to get lightning arrow.
So, is there anything else besides shopping?
Pretty much that's it. It's just gonna be
Okay.
pretty much him just training and everything like that.
Okay, yeah, easy enough to do. You have all the time in the world. Well, a week. So, next one up. Sirris.
Well, I guess one thing she would do, though I don't think she would do it alone, is just go and talk with Reggie, see just what the fuck actually took him down.
Okay, who would you want to bring with you? Who would be willing to
Who would want to come? This question.
Maribelle would definitely come along, but that depends on, that.
Um,
Mhm.
we'll say you're still probably recovering from that situation. We'll get to that in a bit. So would Rinn or Lucky want to talk to Reggie?
I'm pretty sure she would be able to come along,
Yeah.
but she would be going through some of the effects of that, and I'd rather not spoil it too soon. If you know what I mean.
So who else was going with Sirris?
I'd be
I will.
going. That was actually one of the things I wanted to do anyways.
So the three of you go up to Reggie, who's currently in his room, still recovering from the situation. He doesn't look the greatest.
Oh,
He-
poor bud.
He's kind of just laying there. He's like, "Oh hey, what can I do for you?"
Hmm. Did not think that far ahead.
Do I just need to have Maribelle speak up and just not avoid spoilers?
If you think she would do that.
We could
Just
maybe
be like,
delay what happened if you want to do that too. We'll say this happened like the first day, basically.
Sure. Right before the first night and they went to bed. Sure. Like, so everyone just be like, so what horrible abomination cut you down?
I had shot him with my crossbow. His shadow seemed to kind of intercept it. And then he struck into me with a blow of a don't know how, but that's the last thing I remember. He just knocked me right out.
That's
If I had to
concerning.
wager a guess, he used the power of one of those nasty relic things that we're destroying. And
That's
used all the
possible.
power in it to make himself stronger. I mean, we did give him a little bit of time to prepare before he came bursting out.
There. Because this will be funny. Yeah, that happens.
Uh-oh.
So, you hear. Lucky, this is familiar to you.
Oh no.
A loud pop from outside the room.
Okay?
Wait, hasn't he showed up once before with others?
He
in the
has
room?
heard it showed up once before. But it's very
Maribelle
familiar,
hasn't
Lucky.
heard it yet. Yeah.
Yeah, Maribelle has.
Oh,
The rest of
right,
us
but
have.
he-
So,
I
Maribelle, you
remember.
hear something. You hear a popping sound, and it sounds like something falling outside the door.
Please tell me this is the person I arm wrestled.
it's quite alright.
I'm not prepared for this.
And the door flies open because the mission that Aurora was on had to do with her father,
Oh, of course it did.
Oh no.
and she just got wind of the situation
Oh,
Oh no.
and is not happy.
Maribelle is
Oh,
not
no.
between Maribelle is not between Aurora and Reggie.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
I
we
take,
all
like, 5
like
steps back.
moved.
Heart disease. The grandfather, Lucky, he kind of goes, I think I'll go back. And
Yeah. I was gonna
Smart
say,
man.
take me with you.
so after scolding Reggie for probably the next 10 minutes,
We're just standing there awkwardly, like.
Maribelle's just like, I said the same thing.
she does the medicine check, and because this is technically your old character, I'll give you what the information that she gets. I don't know if she'll tell the others. His life force has been drained.
What?
Character game sense, he has a maximum of 5 HP.
Oh,
Oh my
Jesus.
gosh.
Huh.
Yeah,
Reggie's now
she
part of
would
Team
let.
Squishy.
Yeah, she would let the others know that.
Reggie is now Team Squishy. Confirmed.
Maribelle's just like, and she just covers her right eye. I'm not okay with that.
Apparently, whatever he struck him with drained his max HP.
That's
Oh boy.
not good.
That sounds unnatural.
Can we poke him with a stick?
No.
I'm going to assume that he charged his weapon to have it ready to do one massive attack.
It's the thing, it wasn't a weapon, it was like his shadow.
Oh, in that case, I'm going to say that it was part of that thing. It's the only thing I can think of.
More than likely.
Is this a check I can do?
Yeah,
For-
same.
What are you trying to figure out?
See if I have any idea on what that could have been.
Based on what he's telling you, make me. This would be a history check.
Oh
essentially.
shit.
Oh, I can roll that!
Let's see. What is that history
Would
anyway?
that
Like
also be a history for me as well if I wanted to, like, just figure out if I've heard of something like this before, if anything feels hinky?
I'll tell you this: it'd be either history or arcana for whoever wants to roll.
Okay.
Well, both are a 1 for me, so that's a 19.
Well,
Okay.
I'll take Arcana.
Both are the same for me, so 22.
Okay. So. what did you-
That is a hold on, sorry. 24 on Arcana.
So Arcana, and we'll say history. The 19, you don't actually know anything either way. As for Arcana, this seems to be necromantic in nature. Whatever energies attacked him. you don't know of any magical creatures that do this normally, but at the same time, this entity you're facing seems to draw from both what is real and what is not. Which brings me to the history check. There is a fable that you've heard of. Essentially an urban legend. Known as the Soul Leech. It is essentially supposed to be a living shadow that hides in shadows of other people or other objects until it can find its prey. And it drains the life out of them.
I share that information.
Wait. Was that from my history check or theirs?
That was theirs.
Okay.
Shut up, phone.
So, and it's an obscure urban legend. It's not like a one that a lot of people know of. It's kind
But
of
I
died
read a
out.
bunch of old. I read a
Yeah.
bunch of old dusty tomes.
Basically, yeah, your character would definitely. Oh, hey, look, this looks interesting. Oh,
Oh, look! This is written in deep speak. I'm gonna have fun with this.
much.
This is written
Oh,
in
boy.
blood.
about that.
Let's read this one.
So, yeah. So that's what you gain from your talk
And I'm
with
just
Reggie,
like,
I think, so far.
I'm going to assume he took the time necessary to summon this thing, and then, well, nom nom.
If I had to guess, yeah. I was expecting just a trafficker, not a urban legend.
Well, I mean, the fact that it was throwing twisted dogmen at us should have been the first tip-off that we're dealing with it.
I suppose. And he kind of winces as Roy stares at him.
Yeah. Doesn't have to look at her, just staring.
Nope. You get the sense that as soon as you guys leave the room, there's probably going to be a chat.
You think?
She's gonna smack him with a book.
No, probably not. She might
She
kill him.
did she have like a +3 to her strength? That's gonna hurt.
That'd be 4 damage. And she's got 5 health.
Oh.
Just seeing that glare, Maribel just kind of smiles and I was like, I know that look. My mom gave me that look once.
Is there any other questions you have for Reggie?
None I can think of.
Is there anything
Yeah, I
else you
think
wish?
that's basically it.
The rest of Sirris this week will be training and making a trip home for like a day.
Okay.
Maribel would look to Aurora and be like, I need to get in contact with my family, get word to my sister that I need her here.
We'll get to that part in a bit. So yeah, visiting your home, your brothel.
The rifle.
Pretty much not like it. It's just as you left it. The person you left in charge has been keeping it very well.
Nice. I'm assuming I have a mountain of paperwork on my desk.
A little bit.
Yeah, this is fine.
As always.
Yeah.
There's your week, doing a mountain of
Gauthag would
prostitution
know.
requests.
Gauthag knows very well.
So next one up, Aspire. You talk to
Okay.
Reggie.
Yeah.
Save the depressing one for last.
Pretty much is how it rolled out.
So, I wrote some things down. I'm gonna try and be quick about this. Basically, the majority of what Rinn would want to do after making sure everybody's set and has got things to do and is not just gonna sit around the house moping, basically.
We'll get to that.
Oh boy. She's actually gonna head back to Yule Room,
Okay.
and go hang out with their family for a while.
Okay.
She's not just gonna stay sitting still. She's still gonna get some work done, probably. Just reconnect with her family a lot. Just kind of take a long breather, and then also try and see if she can't find any more information while she is away from, like, Trista. Like, if anybody's heard about the artist, if her sister might know anything, things like that.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Okay, investigation. Oh, that's fine.
On
It's
the
true.
artist, Maribelle might be helping you on that. But then again, she's got a sister here too.
That is a 22 on investigation.
22. All right. Yeah, you're kind of asking around. You're sitting there and you're going through these books. There's just no information, and kind of sitting up. It's actually probably late at night, and you hear a knock at the door to the study.
Come in.
Jill kind of pokes her head in and goes, "Hey, you still up?"
Yeah. It's working on some stuff.
May I ask as to what?
There's a crook that's trafficking people that I'm trying to find, and he's got some nasty powers on his side, and the sooner we can find him, the sooner that can be put to bed, but he's hard to track down.
May I ask who? Does he have a
He's-
name, moniker?
The name we know him by, or at least what we've found, is the artist.
Her eyes kind of narrow. She goes, "I've heard some people down from the North Strong lands hit them up, and we're talking about an individual, apparently known as that. They were talking about how he could sculpt flesh. It was like an urban legend, I thought.
It's not so urban, turns out. Do you know where I can find some of these people?
Yeah, I can take you to them in the morning."
That would be great. Thank you so much.
Next morning, she takes you there to a tavern where they seem to be where she overheard, and she points out it's a tiefling woman. She's kind of sitting by herself, like reading a book.
Okay. I suppose I'll approach carefully. And first of all, because things are tricky and tieflings are tricky, I just want to give her a once-over, make sure it's safe-ish to approach her, or at least I want to get an idea of what I'm going to be walking into.
Go ahead and make
You
an
probably
insight
have
check.
you probably also have a Gauthag bodyguard lurking.
I at least have a Grail bodyguard.
And you have Jill right now, who is currently in the
Yeah.
tavern with you.
Ugh. Insight, that's a 9, unfortunately.
I mean,
9.
she doesn't seem to strike you anything out of the ordinary. She doesn't seem to have any weapons on her.
Okay.
She looks like if you had to peg her, you'd think maybe merchant.
Okay.
And she's not wearing very. She's dressed kind of garishly, but not to the point where you think noble. More like someone's trying to pretend to be higher than they are.
Seems like somebody's trying to sell me something.
Pretty much.
Okay, I know how to deal with these people. I probably have seen my father deal with like hundreds of these people before, so yeah, I'll wander over to her. Is this seat taken?
No.
Do you mind?
For you to happen.
I'll slide into the seat across from her. I was actually looking for you.
Oh, well, you. And you can see now she's, description-wise, she's
Mhm.
got purple skin, and her horns kind of go out and kind of curve like that. And they are decorated to high hell. This is definitely someone who wants to stand out in the crowd. Her eyes are yellow, but pupilless. And she kind of grins as you start saying that you wanted this, you were looking for her.
I heard that you might know someone that deals in, well, probably not legal, but in the sculpting of flesh?
Just because I'm a tiefling.
No. I just heard from good intel that you were the person to talk to about these things.
She kind of looks at you, because she's looking over and kind of goes, "Are you talking about that little story?"
Possibly. Unofficially. Yes.
Well, I assure you it's true. There was a person
Yeah.
down there. I was packing up my warehouse at night, and I saw this man. He was talking to a person. I was too far away. I wasn't personally paying attention all that much. Until I saw him melt the person. And the person started walking on all fours. Snarling.
Well, that is quite interesting.
Perfectly honest, I quickly got out of there. Not too bad.
Oh, absolutely. That honestly sounds terrifying. Do you know of anywhere else he might be doing business currently? I, for one, want to ensure some of my clients are safe. After all, we don't want people melting all of a sudden.
He was working outside the docks. Down in... the name... Down in the Wilk. That's where I saw him. That was a bit of time ago. I haven't seen him since.
Well, this is very good information. I appreciate it. What was your name, dear?
You may call me Elenis.
Elenis? Do you mind putting that in chat for me, Fluff, so I can write it down? Thank you. Well, I appreciate it, Elenis. My name is Rinn. If you hear anything else about this man, about his business showing up in weird places, could you please send word to the Latharian house for me?
Oh, of course.
I
I would
appreciate
love
that.
nothing more to have being good favor with the Latharians.
Oh, absolutely. And you will be. I appreciate your help.
Alright. And that was the result of your investigation.
Yep. Jeez, that's gonna be interesting. I think the only other thing other than working on this and spending time with their family and making sure that they're she'd probably spend a lot of time talking with Grill on and off, just trying to get more information on the Raven Queen, on what she's actually signed up for, and just getting herself prepared for that end game.
Mhm.
Being rather upset with Maribelle, who may or may not put more weird thoughts in his head later.
Oh god.
So,
Nah.
talking to him, you get the sense that when you naturally pass,
Mhm.
you'll reside in essentially a city in her realm. This he says there's not very many. He says city roughly. He says probably more of a village by your guys' standards.
Mhm.
Because there's not a whole lot of people that are in this debt, as it were.
Right.
But he says there are a few possible jobs. There's one that he does, which he guides souls from the
Mhm.
moment where they depart to where they need to go. There are also ones that leave the land, the realm every so often, and kind of help maintain the various grave sites that are under her watch.
Mhm.
And then there's one he says, there's only one of this person. He says she's never going to roll to somebody else. This is if a powerful undead tried to take hold, that person would be sent.
I see.
As her last resort, what she calls it.
Well, that sounds like fun.
More than likely, you would be one of the other two.
Yeah, that's fair.
And other than that, you wouldn't need to eat, sleep, really, drink,
Right.
but you would.
You would be so bored.
There
No.
are gardens you can tend to if you wish. People found ways to occupy their time. And there are some people that are just there as not ones that are like you, where you have a job. There are ones that just live there because they were devoted to her, and this is where their souls go to rest.
Which probably would have been me in the first place if I remember the first pact right. I just stepped it up a notch.
Yeah, you went up the next level.
Whoops.
It's like, hey, I wouldn't mind staying with you, but can I have a job?
It was more along the lines of I give you bird powers and some other fun stuff, but you gotta work for me later. Okay, cool.
Pretty much. And she picks the job she feels is best for the person, but if they disagree, she's not one to. She's usually fairly lenient about that.
Right.
She wants those who are devoted to her. She is fairly respectful, more so than other souls that are other faves or something like that. She's still respectful of all souls and all dead, but those that are more loyal to her, she shows some favor to.
Right.
So you're not going to be forced to clean the latrines.
Oh, good.
But-
Yeah, no, that wouldn't go over well.
Purpose in the afterlife?
Well, why not?
Well, I mean, the ectoplasm has to go somewhere.
That's not how afterlife works.
But essentially, she's fairly lenient. So if you don't want to be what he is, or if you don't want to tend to the graveyards, you could be one or the other. But you have your choice. Basically, you have a choice of two.
Yeah. That's for a later decision. I'm just trying to live right now.
And she's not gonna rush you to your end. That's what
No,
he
yeah.
assures you
Why
that.
not?
It's more of when she feels, both when your pact is up and when you die, either whoever it should hopefully be natural causes. He even says that. He says it should be natural causes.
Should.
You're not
I
gonna go
like that
full
Grail is
natural cause.
should be. Should be natural causes from Grail. He's very confident in that I'm going to stay alive long enough for this to happen.
Well, as you get the sense, he probably tells you that his was not natural causes.
Yeah, I gathered.
So he had accomplished what he wanted to do, so he was perfectly fine with where he was.
Yeah.
So as long as your pact is done,
I mean,
soul is at rest, you are more than welcome to stay.
I mean,
As long as
I'm pretty sure Grail got the short end of the stick.
You don't know that.
But then he became bird and was able to eat on a dead horse.
Exactly. So he got the long
He had to follow me around.
And he has,
He also
and
has
he
the
has
sense-
a fox. He has a fox girl to give him weird information and make him.
he also doesn't seem to have a sense of taste.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
gathered.
I don't know.
figured that
The boy
out.
likes bacon. He's got something going for him.
He also
I
likes
think he
dead
remembers
horse.
the taste. He remembers the taste of bacon. I guarantee you that.
Oh yeah. There's certain things that you remember, but at the same time, if you press him for it, he would definitely tell you. But it's a matter of not
Yeah.
much presses for it.
Yeah.
beer.
To be clear, I have made sure that I haven't turned Grail human in front of the family. I actually haven't said anything about this whole thing to them at all. We're gonna try and keep the Raven Queen thing to a minimum.
I have a bird that turns into a man.
I don't
That's not
need to
awkward.
explain this.
My
I
bird's
don't,
a
I
man
don't
and
need
he
to.
watches me sleep at night.
I have a man.
I
bird.
don't.
He
I
does.
don't need to explain how this works and then get the lectures and things. That's not what I'm here for.
He
You've heard of
sleeps in my
Hawkman?
room every night.
You've heard of Hawkman? Here's Raven Man. He's a Raven who turns into a man. And he sleeps in the same room as me. Except he doesn't sleep. He just watches.
He just
me
watches.
sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
That's
fine.
not creepy.
He also watches as
Jill is
occasional
probably the only
half-fire
one
decides
that's
to get cuddled.
Caught on to a couple of weird things, but otherwise not a whole lot.
Yeah. And she respects your privacy, so she's not.
Yeah.
not gonna go. She's
But
not
you're
one to
a
pry into any of the siblings' businesses, but
Like,
she.
you're a
my-
badass. I'm not gonna question it.
Speaking of Jill, frick,
Mine
I
says I'm-
completely forgot about this.
Look, mine
Any
says
chance
I'm a
I've caught
person.
her and my brother together in weird moments together alone.
Oh my.
Oh.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Just
touch
talking
buds.
privately and not anything super awkward. Just
Okay, stop getting
Obviously-
Hold on, I gotta listen to this.
yeah. Shut up.
Must eavesdrop on
Let's go
family.
with the board, guys. Oh gosh, dang it. No, I'm using Fortune's Grace on this one. Oh really? Apparently, Fate does not want me to know because that's a 5.
I mean,
You only know
They-
goes on behind closed doors.
they talk.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they don't.
that's fair.
Well, let's see.
The little sister trying to
They
spy
talk.
on the brother.
Oh, always. This is what I used to do. I tried for years to figure them out.
They're able.
question
They're
is-
able to. They can smell you coming.
Probably.
At the point of you finishing all the stuff that you wanted, you probably have, because it's only going to take you like a day to get, less than a day to get back. So you technically have 3 days. If you want to keep attempting, you may. You have used one of those 3 days.
with a little.
How nosy
You know
is
what?
it?
That's the question here.
Are you gonna use your last 2 days to eavesdrop on
I mean,
your brother?
you could be that.
No, I
You
mean,
could be that annoying little sister. Walk straight up to your brother. So, you and Jill, huh?
no, pretty sure he would just shove me out of his room and that would
Yeah.
be the end of the discussion. Um,
Fair.
I'm the kid sister of the bunch. Nobody's gonna tell me anything.
Okay, walk up to your older sister. So, see anything strange with Bro and Jill?
Yeah. No, she's not gonna waste her time like that. She's just going to enjoy the fact that she's home for the last few days before going back. And not worry about anything.
Alright.
She is gonna send back the information she found on the artist to, like, whoever's still keeping the hearth burning back home.
That'd be technically
Hi.
anyone in your party or Aurora.
I'll probably send this information
no
to
longer-
Aurora because
Oh.
she's in charge of
Gauthag's
stuff.
sad. Gauthag going
I'll send it to my party as well, secluding a couple of people I know who should not be bothered right now.
Oh.
Who?
Probably the 2 and the 2 people. So, is that all pretty good?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Lucky.
He's not really doing anything too important. He's like checking up on Reggie, helping Aurora out, things like that. He's just kind of staying around close by.
Most likely having an awkward conversation when questioned about things.
Yeah, and as you're kind of helping Aurora take care of Reggie, she's using her magics, but it's having very little effect. It's slowly taking care of the issue, but this would probably be a over time situation.
He's up to 10 HP now.
More like 6.
Boy.
Yeah, he's
She's
more worried about.
Literally probably
Dad.
casting most of her spells, trying to keep him into a better condition. So
Rip.
that would leave us with number 8.
Ah,
Maribelle.
You got this. You got this.
So
well,
I
the
sent
first
people
night
back
that they
there.
were back, when she was just in a towel, she conversed a little bit, and then that's when the first signs of this change would happen. She covers her right eye, just tosses the towel and goes to bed. If no one stops her. That's the end of night 1.
Rinn's drunk on night 1.
as you go to sleep, Maribelle, the nightmares that you're used to start occurring this time more.
Yay, nightmares.
Don't end when you see the amulet. You watch as it turns, and you hear the clicking, and it shifts, and the colors shift, until eventually it shifts into an orange color. And then you are in a room. And you look around and you start recognizing this room, and there's blood everywhere. On your hands. Bodies. And there's just you look around, and all you can see, you see some you recognize, some that fill you with anger, and there's others that you wish you didn't see in there in the ground. As this feeling rushes you, then the memories start flooding back in, and your head starts hurting. And eventually wake up drenched in sweat.
I take a look at the back of my right hand.
A faint mark. Fades.
And I stare at my reflection in the mirror.
Similar effect.
Always feel like somebody's watching.
Well, more specifically, my right eye.
It is colorless.
Ooh,
Oh, that's not good.
interesting.
Well, I get dressed and I walk out. Now first I go bathe up, prestidigitation, then I go out.
At this point, I think this is the second day Rinn hasn't quite left yet, and
Yeah.
Gauthag
Yeah.
hasn't left for his training yet or his shopping quite yet.
Sirris didn't go home until like what would basically be the Thursday of this week.
Yeah. So you all, are you trying to hide the eye?
Let me make a roll. No.
Is that first?
Not with-
Not try.
Not with a
Trying
lot.
to hide it?
Well, let me. That's barely a 10. She's probably not thinking about it, and even if she did, the other eye is a deep blue. So you would find out one way or the other.
I see blue, which she told you what that meant. Remember, I believe it was set
Yep. Yep. I
and color
yeah, I've
is
got a
gone
list.
in the right eye.
And she just walks out looking like she saw a ghost.
Maribelle?
She barely responds.
Is everything okay?
Is this the kind of look I would know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
would
look
say.
you give.
Yeah, it was a very familiar look.
1,000-yard stare.
Very familiar
Yeah.
expression.
1,000-yard stare Sirris had while bacon was in front of him.
So actually, technically, all of you recognize this stare because it was very similar to what
yeah.
you just experienced with Sirris.
Yep. I kind of looked to Sirris like,
Well, it is a little different. Hers is just more of like, instead of hers just being, your standard, there's almost a look of shock and recognition in her eyes. Though she doesn't seem to be particularly aware of her surroundings right now.
Sirris is just gonna go up to her, just kind of put a hand on her shoulder, just looking at her going, remember, don't you?
Maribelle immediately flinches, slaps your hand away, and gets into a defensive stance, like, just like arms up,
Just steps back, message received.
and then lowers her arms slowly. Sorry, I just...
Was
Well, that
in
was
character thing?
creepy.
yeah.
That was in character.
Well, I got everyone's attention.
I have
Gauthag-
concerns.
Gauthag's gonna turn around and slowly walk out of the door.
Everyone can make I was gonna say, you can make a perception check if you want to see if you notice something.
Yeah.
Gauthag's dealt with enough crazy people, he'd know been out of it. He's like, nope.
My mom's calling me
I'll
out.
make
Bye.
Alright.
I'll make that perception
Nope.
check.
I
Alright.
guess since I'm kind of standing right in front of her and gauging the face.
Yeah,
Oh.
Sirris, you don't need the roll. You see just a faint tinge on the lower of her right eye, which is colorless. A half halo of
Okay.
crimson appears and then fades.
Ah. Okay.
So, I used my grace point for the day on that day to get a 17 because a 2 was not gonna cut it.
You
So-
also notice that half halo of crimson appear when she laughs and then fade.
Maribelle?
She's like, yes.
I think you forgot to tell me something about your eyes.
And she just slowly tilts her head to the left. I forgot to tell you. Forgot to tell myself a lot of things.
So you do remember that.
Okay, stop with the laugh.
That I'm a killer? Yes.
Interesting.
Killer. Expand, please.
Is there a music room? I remembered an old song I wrote when I was...
Maribelle.
What?
One thing at a time. I'd like you to explain, please.
Was there a music room? I imagine they don't have a piano in their room yet.
No.
You could find one fairly easily. And they have various activity rooms. You've been here long enough.
The lies of my past have been revealed for what they are. And I know what I am. What's hiding in me. What I did. What they did. How am I still alive?
If you would like to go further into detail, I would really like to know.
Murder.
She just laughs again. She really wants to come out.
She who?
This is fine.
She just tilts her head to the left, smirks. The twisted side that they created when they broke me.
Right. I'm not weirded out at all.
So now
Everything
do you guys
is-
blame now do you blame Gauthag for nope.
Oh!
I don't blame him at all, but this is
Gauthag no legs,
become
no.
my job.
Nope. Walks away. Nope. Faster this time. No.
People kind of ducking out of the way.
Mara
oh!
just lowers her head, takes a deep breath. I killed people who were like family to me.
Interesting.
Everyone,
I mean,
including myself. why?
excuse?
Am I still alive?
Well, you're certainly dead because I would have noticed that. Right? Like, I'm currently now just looking over at Grail, like, please tell me I'm not crazy.
Well, I mean,
She's alive.
That's
So she's
okay.
crazy. Okay.
Think
Rinn's
that
not
was less
crazy.
literal.
Shut up. You're not in the room.
I mean, I'm still gonna give him a smart ass ignore.
Maribelle walks over and sits down at the couch. It started when they captured me. I was in a team of 5. We were coming here to try and figure out what was going on. I was the brains of the operation. He was the strength. The other 2 were supports. And then there was and Maribelle's head just drops.
Normal.
And she just falls silent.
I'm guessing someone extremely important to you.
Intimately.
Oh.
Jay.
Always.
I was the hardest for them to break. They tried everything. Torture, magic, any horrible, twisted thing that you can think of to get me to break. They did. But the thing that they finally did for me to release, that which they've been cultivating, they brought her before me and decapitated her. There was no chain strong enough to hold me back after that. I killed every last person in that facility. Friends included.
Huh.
We'll stay in the training area. No French team squishy, but
Gauthag, the smartest of us all.
no French team squishy, but Tank is
And then there's
Muy
a
inteligente.
half, and there's that half red halo in her right eye. I don't forgive myself for what I did. But this hatred's found a new target. And she's just
Great.
kind of staring off at the distance.
Great. That's wonderful. I'm glad you found a new outlet. Can we, by any chance, be sure that this new outlet won't spread to the rest of us who are probably gonna be there too?
Maribelle just looks at him and says, looks at Rinn and says, if something breaks and I lose hope, shatter again, don't get in my way.
Noted.
I make no promises, but definitely noted.
hence me staying in the training room.
Fair.
I was like, nope. I see where this is going. Nope.
Gauthag's done with our crap.
It's like Team Squishy
Area.
can deal with it themselves.
I got this. Just don't get in her way. Just run the opposite direction. Double dash.
I understand why she did it, though. Why she locked these memories away.
Shh.
She who?
I'm not inclined to say, but she's close by.
Lovely.
Maybe you'll meet her one day.
Uh-huh.
What's with all you people and these dead things?
This, yeah, I'm starting to see a pattern as
Wait a
well.
minute.
Dead
Look.
things?
Good.
I don't know.
Wait a minute. What Gauthag have to do with dead things? I mean, just murders people. That's not
Yeah, all the girls do for some reason.
All the girls have dead things floating around in their closets. It's fine.
Fluffy, I spent a little time concentrating on my right hand. With just the intent determination.
You guys, as you're doing it with them still there,
She doesn't care.
you see a tattoo appear. It's a yin yang symbol.
What is it with tattoos?
And at the same time, you see one on her forehead, the same kind of symbol. So,
Well, I wasn't expecting that one, but okay.
as you
This
start
is fine.
focusing on the one, the other one does technically appear.
Well, I wasn't expecting there to be a forehead one. I thought it was a back one, but that's fine.
This is fine. Everything
This
is
is
okay.
perfectly.
Just boom.
Yeah.
Surprise.
But as you stop focusing, both just vanish instantly.
Right.
Anyone want to join Gauthag yet?
Lucky's
I
debating.
think I have to. I have to pack. Maribelle, if you need to talk, I'll be packing.
I'm
offense.
gonna go help
Bye.
somebody.
You're capable of helping with this.
Oh, shots fired! Shots fired!
I'm calling my sister.
Shots fired.
That's probably a good idea.
She will also have some valuable information with what we're currently dealing with. And she holds up
Fantastic.
her right hand again as the symbol's fading, and explaining to me what this is. My mom's told me stories when I was a child, but I think it's time I finally understood what our family secret is.
All right.
So Lucky's thoroughly creeped out.
What was that?
Yeah.
He's thoroughly creeped out.
So let me see if I get this straight. Maribelle massacred a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm. Roughly.
Rinn has a lot of dead people in her past. Well, her parents
mean-
mostly.
Technically not dead, but bad things happened. Yes.
Her parents are dead.
Yeah, we don't talk
She's
about
pretty much dead now. That's what I was saying.
We don't talk about that.
Sirris A is half vampire, so you know.
And nobody
there's-
knows.
But I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of. You know what? I'm gonna start doing investigation checks on all of you here soon. Make sure
He
Technically,
just doesn't
Rinn's got
trust
some idea of what's going on, but jeez.
Investigation or insight?
I'm gonna look each one of you up and down and see as far as what I noticed that shouldn't be there.
I need an adult.
This is fine.
If it's
I
something I
have-
can hide, I can get away with it if I
But
can.
no,
But
I'm not actually gonna do that. That's very
Concerning.
So
Yeah, no.
does Sirris do anything else? Or do they just kind of let Rinn handle this?
She at one point offers you a hand,
look at me.
being careful that you see it this time.
Maribelle glances at the hand and up to you. And that half halo of crimson fades and she just takes your hand.
Yep. Should have let Sirris handle this from the start.
Yeah. She gives the knowing look thing of knowing looks. Yep.
Knowing will
You're
come,
one of
knowing
the few
looks.
people who understand what it's like. I'm just glad yours was less severe. Oh, that personality finds this so funny. Sickening.
I retreat to my room.
But it's grand.
I retreat to my room and start packing.
Retreat to safety. Roll for retreat.
I recognize that my capabilities are very, very low here. I leave
I
it
rolled
to
a 9 for
Sirris, and I leave.
I rolled.
You actually entered back into the room, Garfield.
And I backpedaled right back out of the room once I realized what's going on. No.
Alright.
Alright, that's all Sirris does. She then walks away or whatever.
No, she's like, while the hand holding thing is going on, then mention a song. Because attempted deflection.
For some reason, I thought you just said attempting to flex.
Oh.
Yes, I am attempting to flex someone into doing a music thing. Just walks up with her arms up going, do music, damn it.
Fear
No,
me.
it's like- I've pretty much summed it up with words, what I would have sang. Just the sins that I've done, people I've killed, how I wish I could end it all, but... And she holds up her right hand and the symbol reappears. I'm committed to living. I need to get word to my sister. She needs to be here as soon as possible if I'm going to undo what that butcher did. She's the only one that can save those people. With my mom's help and my grandmother's wisdom. Maybe, just maybe, she can explain this. And she was rubbing her right hand. And, well... I just hope I don't get overwhelmed by the hatred that was suppressed this whole time. But I think I'll be okay. Unless they kill one of you, in which case they're going to... And then you see that half-crimson halo appear. Unless they kill one of you, then I'm going to fucking enjoy tearing their guts out.
Okay.
This is fine.
This is fine.
Her other hand is just gonna carefully place it on Maribelle's face.
What? Wait, what you do?
She's just gonna carefully, like, have her other hand just, like, gently caress a cheek.
She's just staring at you, and it just leans into it a little. That half red eye is just staring at you like, the fuck are you? But the other eye is just kind of accepting. Instead, I'll have to make a roll for that.
Oh my god.
This is fine.
White Shadow.
Yeah, that's a charisma roll, so she's okay.
Shadow.
He has a shadow.
She's
a shadow person.
Hello there, friendo. Back to drinking.
Is there anything else you wish to do in this interaction?
She's like, I don't know. I feel like part of my very being was ripped away by this, but... What?
Just Shadow and chat right now.
I don't have the chat pulled up. What do I have to click to view this?
All I see is woman.
Whammon!
You can click Fox's icon somewhere and you hit the watch button.
Watch the stream, pop out the chat, and then I'm good to go.
Yes. I'm not very emote literate, so I can't continue that conversation.
Alright. Pop out the chat. Okay, now let's see if I can close this and keep the chat open. Yes,
Yeah,
I
you
can, so I
can.
don't have to watch the stream.
Hooray, because we're already here.
Aha.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
you can do that? How do you do that?
Yeah, you can.
How does happen?
Click the gear button, pop out, and then just close the tab.
Ah.
Or if you're on a phone, you just have the chat open and it just opens up like that.
Mm-hmm.
I am okay with this.
So, alright.
Alright, well, yeah, if Sirris doesn't have anything else to say, or do you have anything else to say?
I am going to look at you in a soothing manner.
Make a persuasion roll?
Yeah, that's sure, why not?
That's cocked. Okay, so that's persuasion, you say?
Yeah.
Let's see,
Yeah,
so that's a
let's go, Sirris.
19 plus...
That's a number.
25.
25!
No, it's just
Yeah. If the red wasn't out of her eyes before, it definitely is now. She just kind of looks at you, kind of worried, but at the same time, like, why are you staring at me like that?
This is my
She actually says that. Like, her ears twitch. Like, she's like,
She
I don't
comes
know how
closer to you and kisses your forehead.
Okay then.
It'll be fine, sister.
Luckily, she's sitting down.
Oh
because-
my.
Luckily, she's sitting down because flop. She's just laying there on the couch, like, did you, what? What?
Did I mention I'm so
Flabbergasted.
glad I'm not in the room right now?
By the end of this
Success.
Sirris will have slept
And
with
for
everybody
the
in the
first
party.
time since this morning, you actually see a little bit of violet restored to her left eye.
Aw.
Her right eye is just completely gone. There's no color to that thing. But the left eye still got a little, it's like half halo violet, half halo blue. She's just like, what?
Nicely done, Sirris.
and she's just like pointing to her forehead, then to you, like, what? What?
Flabbergasted.
Nicely done.
And it's going to take her about a minute to get out of that state.
Well, you
Victory.
Does Sirris walk away, or is she just kind of?
She's gonna just kind of walk away with the...
Shadow, stop
Kind of-
spamming me whammon in private chat.
Whammon!
Walk
Yeah,
away
but
doing what?
she's gonna walk away after continuing the soothing looks and also a slightly mischievous smile.
Oh my gosh. Sirris.
If
What are we
I
gonna
didn't
do with
feel
you?
like if I didn't feel like my soul was ripped in two, I would pursue that. But I have other
Lucky's
things I
not
need to
sitting
do
in the
right now.
background jealous at all.
Lucky? Jealous?
Everything's fine.
So, as Sirris walks away and You can go try to get your sister.
Yep, no longer in that situation where she can
Yes.
finally just sort of get herself to move again. She rolls over off of the. Okay, that's greater than. Doesn't fall on the floor. And makes her way out to find whoever can do the message sending spell to get a hold of people and set up okay, go to this teleportation circle, put in this sigils to go to this teleportation circle, mind the old man near the inn, you're looking for this tavern, talk to the dwarf and say I like pie.
And remember, it's Diagon Alley.
Yes.
It was diagonally.
So you, it's not hard to get that message out. There are a few people that would have ascending.
And she would also tell Reggie, she's a member of the organization, she's an ally to this one. Let her in when she gets here. Or probably to Aurora, since Reggie's kind of out. She goes to Aurora.
Yeah. Aurora.
You're back in copy.
I will make sure she can have the same access as you did.
Just as long as she can get to our room. She's a valuable researcher.
She knows.
Maribelle also points up. Also, would you happen to know anything about this? And she's pointing to her right eye, which is colorless.
I would say probably of her knowledge, probably not. Used to someone losing color in her eye. I mean, she can. Let's see. Did she use? I don't know.
Like, don't waste
She
the magic
used all her spells today.
She's just like, don't waste the magic that you have dedicated to your husband, but I figured I would ask.
In return.
Perhaps restorations could.
Yeah, I feel like part of myself, who I am, was taken from me last night. Stored.
If you know anybody who dealt with that, you could probably talk to them.
Well, I'm calling her, which is why I'm asking you to let her in when she arrives.
I would say probably by the end of the day, she finally does arrive. As teleporting is a lot faster than traveling by boat.
Yeah, well, I didn't exactly have the key to the summoning circle, so I had to do it the hard way because no contact. I'm the established contact between those two cities.
Now that you have a contact, it is easy.
Yeah, we would have gotten here a lot sooner if it weren't for the fact I killed my own damn party.
Well, you know. So, she does arrive.
Yep, and that's going to be an interesting thing. So who all is present when she's let in?
Sirris didn't leave her home until what is essentially Thursday, so.
Lucky's probably still there because he's been hanging around. I think at this moment, Rinn is probably gone, and Gauthag probably checked in from training, make sure everything's fine.
Probably.
Because it is getting closer to night now, so.
Do we or do we not want to stab each other? We don't? Okay, trading now.
Yeah.
So probably walking in, you probably signaled Maribelle, you probably walk her in.
Yep, I do.
Let me check the suit numbers. 1 and 2 are probably the ones you would want to use.
Alright. Let's see. Yeah, she would not be in her human guise.
That is a Shrine Maiden.
Hmm?
Okay.
Yep.
Well then.
Even with the that one staff of many rings, which I never actually got the proper name of, looks cool and probably jingles a lot.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, what's the third one? Ah,
That one.
that's probably what she'd be wearing for the formal greeting. She's probably got her stuff with her.
You know, I'm just going back to drinking. Anyway.
So,
Yep. So what's the initial reaction to seeing her walk in?
Damn.
well, I mean,
You know, I'm gonna be straight up honest. Gauthag's eyes probably focused. Yeah. Very visible.
Say what?
His eyes probably focused on something very visible.
yeah,
You just have this Goliath obviously looking down.
Well, technically, the Goliath's
Technically
already
speaking.
looking down, so it's not as obvious.
Deception, damn it.
Damn it.
She's
How
gonna
flustered
roll
is this
insight.
Goliath right now?
She's gonna roll an
What?
insight on everyone.
all right.
I'll just use one roll, that way I'm not here all night.
Okay.
Are we
No.
rolling deception checks to see if we're
I
not
was,
looking?
yeah. I did. Yeah.
23.
How you doing, sis?
23.
Never mind.
Okay, the
Lucky
red
is
dice.
obviously
Let's roll the red
looking.
one.
So at a
I'm not
one,
there.
Sirris
No,
bought
I
the
am
thing-
not there.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, no, I'm not.
What'd you get?
That
So,
2023. I will duel your 23. I will duel your 23.
Meanwhile, Sirris has a nat 1. Yeah. Sirris finds her quite attractive.
Then again,
Rinn is not
We're
there.
just
She
staring.
left.
then again, Drag, your exact comments prior to the session. The only person safe is Gauthag.
Yes.
Still accurate. Still accurate indeed.
Yeah, Maribelle, or not Maribelle, Charlotte, seeing everyone look at her like that, just kind of smirks and leans on Maribelle's shoulder, arm up. Well, sister, you certainly know how to pick 'em. So you gonna introduce me? Maribelle's like, oh,
My Drag.
this is my sister, Charlotte. Charlotte, that's Gauthag. He's cool. That's, Lucky. That's, Lucky, and his girlfriend, Sirris. Who else is left here?
That's it,
That's
really.
it. Because
That's it. Rinn left, man.
Rinn-
She's like,
Rinn flew the coop.
there's also
Grail.
Rinn, but she's not here. She ran off.
She ran off with her
bird friend.
with her bird boy.
Oh my word.
I'm just gonna randomly grab onto Lucky's arm. See, I told you we made a nice couple.
I like to imagine that he actually face palmed.
Yeah.
Just like,
Just kind of boop his shoulder at, like after I let go of his arm.
Maribelle gives like a smirk and a half-hearted chuckle, kind of like if she weren't so drained, she'd be laughing right now at her own mischief. And Charlotte
Eventually-
just rubs her shoulder. See, sis, you still got it in you. You just need to sleep this off.
I'm sure it does tell you both. Your grandmother told her.
Oh yeah, she holds up, how many paper talisman?
5. Or... 6. Sorry.
So anyway, I guess I should get back to business. I hear you got a whole bunch of half doppelganger things that you need to deal with. unfortunate souls, but if you don't want to go for the explosive option, I have here, it might not look like much, but if you can convince them to stop being dicks, one throw of these and I can restore them to what they used to be. Before they were changed. They might look the way they do still, but... well, certainly get rid of the evil in them. Among other things. It'll certainly expedite dealing with them instead of having to, well, slaughter yourselves, so to speak. Maribelle nods and says, I couldn't do it. Remembering trying, it was, frankly, it was like trying to kill myself, and I know how well that went, and I'm not going to do it again. Charlotte just kind of grips Maribel's shoulder a little harder now. It's like, yes, sister, you're not.
So you want to try to plan a trap, you said?
Well, she's waiting for the response of everyone else. She's still holding up the pieces of paper.
Okay, so what does everyone else want to save or kill the doppelganger?
We can save them.
Do we have to?
At the same time, Gauthag makes his opinion that we can save him known, and as he goes to walk out the door to do more training, this one's gonna be more obvious because he's not trying to hide it. He looks back and looks at Charlotte's butt, and then keeps on walking.
You notice she has 3 tails.
Yes.
Oh my
You
gosh.
just kinda like-
I left at a great time. I
You did.
just
Especially-
thought I'd mention that. Mom
best part
left
is-
at a great time, y'all.
It's best because she can come back and see this new person.
Yeah,
That's-
before
fine.
Gauthag even has a
Oh, no.
chance to close the door, Maribelle, no, not Maribelle, Charlotte's just like, I like him.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Look, I'm safe from
Pushing
Sirris,
Goliath!
but
Pushing Goliath!
Fuck.
also 2 beers in Goliath.
Excellent. But
Put
yeah,
down the beers!
it's just
I don't
saving
wanna.
thing is a good plan. Good plan. Good plan.
Put them
Save.
down.
Saving. Good plan.
You have a. This is not good.
Well, I have a prank plan now for when Rinn gets back.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no. Why did you do
yes.
this to me?
Well,
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
well, actually,
Because-
blame Fluffy because of his wording.
Oh
Oh,
no.
why would you do this?
When Rinn comes back, there's a new
Why
person.
would you do this? Why would you-
Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna talk to her and
I hate.
I'm gonna talk to Charlotte and have her see if I can convince her to introduce herself as Gauthag when Rinn gets back.
No, that's not how that's gonna work. That's
Well,
why.
for first off, let's see, yeah, probably after introductions and all that, she's probably going to send Maribelle to bed, saying, well,
Uh-oh.
she'll probably explain a little bit to Maribelle about what's going on and what that yin-yang means. She's like,
Trust her
we'll talk more
alone
about
with
it
your
later.
friends.
For now, you need to sleep. You say you feel like you got split in half-ish? Well, it's kind of accurate. Go to bed, sister.
Lovely.
And now there's just left with the white fox girl.
Look, he's
If
just
anyone
playing with
wants
his
to talk
cards.
So in other words, Lucky and Sirris are left with Charlotte.
Yeah.
In the room.
Yep.
This is fine. I'm sure they're going to both be on their best behavior.
I made
Sure.
no
Best behavior.
promises.
Sirris' best behavior. Oh, so you mean flirting with? Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So,
Wait, I have decision dice for this.
Uh-oh.
Do you...
Well, if she's
One
not
out.
talked to, she wouldn't go out of her way to be like. She'd be like, well, I'm just going to sit here and read this book for a bit. There's a lot of things I need to help her with.
There's not weird fantasies going on in his head right now while he plays his cards.
I just...
Do I need to roll another instinct?
Just.
You're in
just.
Maribel's in bed.
No,
Charlotte
Charlotte.
isn't.
Charlotte.
You know what? Fuck it. Sure.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You know what?
Natural 20.
Perfect song just
Fuck.
came on.
Oh my gosh.
Perfect song just came on as far as on my Spotify. It's Move Your Body, Justin Timberlake.
Oh no!
So,
Just to give you the full
Thank God.
picture, that's a natural 20 for a 26.
Yeah.
On insight?
Well,
Well,
get
she
wrecked.
didn't have any weird thoughts.
This time.
There is a case of. Fuck, how does conversation work? She can literally hear her brain doing that, apparently.
She's also looking at Lucky, just it's like,
He's still just looking down at his cards, not making any eye contact.
Oh, Lucky's nervous to be around both Sirris and Charlotte. Oh my.
He doesn't know how to handle girls like this.
Lucky.
she
Oh
just kind
my
of smirks,
gosh.
just like,
And he was supposed to be the smooth one.
Yeah, that didn't play out that way.
you watch Charlotte smirk, and she's just like, so, how have you two been treating my sister?
How have they been treating each other? Good question.
How did one answer?
Well, I can only hope well enough.
I imagine about this time, Gauthag will probably walk back in from training. I see you got left with the two lovebirds.
I can see it, honestly. That's she literally just looks at it and is like, I could see that, honestly. They're quite awkward around each other, to be honest.
Just kind of gets closer, like, oh, awkward, you say?
Oh boy. Accent
Just
back
Looks him on
in
the nose.
everything.
She just
Wow.
laughs and it'd be like, I see the alpha in this relationship.
What's that supposed to mean?
Gauthag's just gonna watch this exchange now.
Starts
That called out who wears pants in that relationship.
He's over there with popcorn in the corner.
just sitting here, just look at the mess I created. I'm gonna watch this play out.
What can I do? Nah, I'm not gonna go that far.
Do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
You watch this just
Wrong.
an
Don't let your dreams be memes, or don't let your memes be dreams. It's one of them.
you watch as
Nothing
you
is
watch-
impossible.
You watch
I
as
am
in her
in
left hand, she
pain.
has her left hand she has a book, in her right hand she's just flipping through small bouts of elements. First a bit of fire, then a bit of ice, then sacred white flame. And she's just like, nah, you should ask your companion what I mean.
What does she mean?
Oh no.
Why? These are just picking on me now.
And she closes her book. All right, it's going to be a busy week. Don't take what I said to heart. I'm just messing with you.
Boops Lucky on the nose.
But you weren't entirely wrong, so.
She's like, well, they don't need to know that. And then she goes to Charlotte's room.
Me, Maribel's room.
I thought that was Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, when did Charlotte get a room? Panic.
She took
Everyone's fine.
Well,
with Lucky.
she is the alpha sister, so while she's around, it's her room. No.
Oh my.
She's
Oh,
golden. So yes. You said you wanted to set up a trap before you were talking about?
Yep, first of all, she's going to help Maribelle get most of the color back in her eye by doing some training. There might be some... Does anyone watch them go and train by any chance?
I mean, I'm in the training room.
Yeah, like, I think I would probably
Gauthag.
come watch.
I've already bought my weapons over like the first day, so like the rest of the time I'm gonna be training the entire time.
So yeah, Lucky and Gauthag. There. Well, at least one of the times.
Also, I'm assuming I've pieced off at this point.
You might have. Let me just do a contested roll to see if they... Okay, yeah.
So
Does
get over
she
that work email.
really... I need to text Fluffy a question.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Ah, texting.
Yes.
And the secret notes are being
Whispers!
exchanged.
Whispers!
Here was a notepad detailing all of the smuggling I've been doing at Darth Janitor.
Oh god.
Look, I've sent Fluffy whispers during sessions before as well. I can
We know.
attest that it didn't go as planned, but it worked.
We know.
It happens. You kinda have to, you can't really whisper to each other.
Correction.
Yeah,
correction.
no.
Correction. I knew that.
Okay, so yeah, let's just yeah,
Music
they're,
time.
they train. Gauthag, you pretty much just watch as this
You assume I
wait.
watch.
Well, it's not
you-
exactly. They're not exactly being stealthy about it.
Yeah, we're
No,
just...
I mean, I'm
no,
also in
you-
their training though.
Yeah, but you're gonna notice this.
Oh, okay. Well, this is gonna be interesting then.
Okay, so 555. I'll re-roll.
1395. There we go. You said 555, so I said 1395.
6, 3,
Style
2.
that.
Wait, is that an
Now
actual
let me
number?
add all- Let me add
I
all
don't think so.
together.
Uh-oh.
Everything is totally fine.
Totally.
This is what happening. What I think is happening.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh goody.
Panic.
Oh
Do I
dear.
wanna... Who should be worried here?
Panic in terror.
Should I be worried?
Let me just check something here. Just to
Oh
make
no,
sure.
not again.
That's 45. So what? That's the target number.
Were you trying to take over half of somebody's health?
I'm like, Jesus.
Jeez.
I'll explain in a minute. And then
I guess while this has happened, the day before Sirris leaves, if she goes to cuddle with Lucky, is that just a cuddle? Something I would have to roll for. Okay, fuck it.
Why not?
Cuddles.
and
It is.
then
Cuddles.
Okay, I'm going to need 2 of these. Not quite D.
Also, stealth roll being 19 for that. So, well, 19 plus
Dove cuddle.
7. So it'd be
Oh
a
my.
25 to a stealth cuddle.
Damn.
Okay, that's enough.
Is it really stealth though? Since the two of you, you know. Do
It
you
is,
really
if they,
need to
it
stealth
is if they don't realize until the morning.
Yeah,
All right,
stealth, you have to stealth it.
There was a way to stealth in a cuddle, I assure you.
I didn't say you couldn't. I just said I don't see the reason you need to at this point.
Nature, damn it.
On page. Let's see.
Must be sneaky to hug.
Where is it? Where is it? Where are my notes? Oh, there it is. Okay, so she 2 sorcery points. She spends a total 3 sorcery points to do this. Alright, Gauthag, you watch
Yeah.
as they both step in the room, and Charlotte goes, "This is going to hurt you a lot more than it's going to hurt me. But
Wait, what?
for you to truly understand what this power means, I can't hold back." And you watch as she slings a fireball right at Maribelle. And it explodes.
Oh!
That's what I thought was happening.
Right.
And you're worried
Question.
about Rinn throwing a
Question.
secret flame at
hold
the
on.
wall?
Question.
Wait for it.
Yes.
No, but now you
Before-
understand why
before-
she was worried.
Before it makes contact, can I throw my shield in the way of it?
That'd be kind of cool.
It's fireball or fireball?
You're talking about your
Fireball.
actual shield?
Yes.
You can certainly try.
Because
what-
protective
Where it's
instinct.
like midway
Oh,
in
wait.
between.
What is that a spell?
No,
Am I in
No,
the room?
it's
literally throwing an actual
Literally
shield.
him
Literally
throwing a
throwing his
physical
like
shield.
Captain America's shield.
Just, boom, and just swing
Make a dexterity check.
If this
Oh,
goes
crap.
poorly, it's gonna like reflect and go back at you or something.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I have 70 health. Okay.
Am I even in the
Tank,
room
yes,
watching
tank.
this at this point?
The tank will take it and just stare
She
back like,
prob-
really?
She probably
This
wouldn't.
is gonna be bad.
This is
Also,
not
I also don't think that's going to help in this matter. And I also really wish my mouse didn't double click, because I accidentally closed out my calculator.
19.
Fortunately, I have my numbers up.
Yes. So you toss the shield, right, and it almost gets there. Almost. It
What?
detonates, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
My
As
shield
the
comes back at me,
is
doesn't it?
flying like a buzzsaw.
Couldn't it be a strength
Oh,
saving throw though?
also-
If I'm just going to try and catch it.
Also,
Wouldn't
the
suggest that.
fireball,
Oh,
the fireball did 35
Okay.
points of damage, by the way.
Ow.
Let's
You
see if I
might
can
lose
look
a
at
few
that.
fingers.
But that's not it.
Nubby.
I'll
just
wait for the
Gauthag the
fireball to
nubby.
resolve. I'll wait for the fireball to resolve. And then
21.
You go to like you're gonna go catch it, and you realize this is a
No.
bad idea. And you duck, and it heads into the stone wall a good 2-3 inches.
And I just rip it out of the wall.
Oh!
Also, and before the explosion even finishes, you watch as she spins around and launches. What was that spell? Oh yeah, I gotta make an attack roll for that.
Maybe we'll say it hits, and I don't care.
Yeah, it hits because she's not trying. She's taking it. Which is why I asked if what Gauthag threw was a spell, like the shield spell. or something.
No. I see. The shield spell can only be cast as a reaction on myself.
Yeah.
So I
Alright.
could have technically tried to dive in front of it while casting the shield. But like, no.
Oh, man, that just makes you
So
harder
it's
to
a
hit.
second-
That wouldn't
it's
have
a se-
worked out very
It's
well.
a second level witch bolt, which does 2d12 damage, so she takes an additional 15 for a total of 50.
Okay, Charlotte trying to kill her
Are you-
sister.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say-
that takes you down, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, and you'll see what happens.
Uh-oh.
Prepares to press it or mending on burning pants,
Yeah.
which I would have chose that if I did. Wait, I don't have access to mending as a lock, don't I? I don't think I do.
And after casting those two spells, Charlotte starts to slowly walk towards her sister, who is likely still standing.
Huh?
Yeah, you see her get blasted, all of us, and somehow still standing.
She has 38 health.
Yep.
45. But yeah.
Yeah, she is technically still standing.
I definitely just changed it for you. Only little clicker thing.
This is
Yeah.
fun.
I just went over. It's like, that's just 38. Click, 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 click.
I haven't
Oh,
messed with that
CD,
since I leveled
man.
up. It's fine. Do you want to describe anything else, Fluffy, or should I do that?
Yeah, that thing.
Are you doing the whole
Yep.
thing?
She's...
Or is it just kind of like just starting?
It's more of a... She just got blasted by all this and has no idea what's going on. She's kind of gone, but still
So
up.
you see, after all that goes through, the mark on her head is flickering, and she looks like she's there, but not quite yet there. And would she be holding her sword?
From being blasted, it probably found its way in her hand, just as a reflex from the ability.
Yeah, and you see the sword, or her katana's in her hand, and it is blowing a blue flame.
Oh, that's fine. I wait for 1 week! 1 week!
1 week! And they're gone! And they start killing each other. So this is how...
God, like 2
This is
days,
how-
I'm pretty sure this is
If
happening.
you want to change characters, your new character has to kill the old character.
It's a new rule.
Survival with a
Tank
fittest.
didn't do it. Tank didn't do it this time.
Yeah, no, that's not what happens. Anyway, Charlotte walks up, and then she just lays her hand on Maribel's shoulder and casts Cure Wounds at 3rd level. Basically just says, "That's enough, sister."
It's closed, and the flickering stops, and the flames subside.
Someone want to
Okay.
explain what happened?
And Charlotte just, you're there?
Assume I was both. I originally followed.
Charlotte just turns back and says, "This is the power of the Casina bloodline. Unyielding. She's having trouble because there was a block. She activated it earlier in life through hate and wasn't ready for what she was capable of. I'm here to remind her that it's okay."
Gauthag
Yeah,
definitely debating trying to get sparring on with Charlotte.
Oh,
Debating.
I need-
Debating.
I need
No!
Sparring.
D8.
You know what, Sirris? I will lock you in. I will lock all 3 of you in a room together.
Oh, don't throw me
I
with this
mean,
3d8s. Okay.
I mean, you lucky and Charlotte, by the way.
7, 4,
die.
8.
I stand by my statement.
he doesn't oppose to that idea.
7 plus 4 plus 8 plus 5. Charlotte Maribelle heals for 24, so she's pretty good. And yeah, as she was standing there,
Victory!
that half halo of crimson was starting to fill, and just before it could get full, that's when Charlotte touched her and said, "Enough." And life restored to Charlotte, or restored to Maribelle again.
Charlotte touched her.
The red fades. No, wait, no. Where her left eye was silver, starting to become silver. It returns to a deep blue, and the crimson in her right eye fills, and then turns gold. She's just like, well, that wasn't very nice. But thanks.
Shit.
I think I get it now.
Come back here, tiny screwdriver.
Actually, no. The eye stays red. Fuck it. It's red and blue now.
There you go. So, after that training session, it's not hard to enact the plan that you're doing. It's more of a time. But I do want you to roll something for me. It's a straight
Okay.
D20.
Just have me roll a straight d20.
This is to see how successful it is in the time you have.
What is the trap thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
This is going to take time.
She did that within the first few days, and then there's the whole trap thing, and she also gets her ring. But yeah, that doesn't. Just a straight d20, no additives.
No additives.
17.
17. All right. It takes you all but the last day to get everything in place.
Then I guess that would be the day that I go and go to the Rusty Wizard or whatever it's called, and
Shadow just out of nowhere.
have see what I can do about having a ring of thought protection made, and help them make it as part of the payment.
This fuck-
Just,
So-
I can't.
Let's see if he has it. Okay, he does have one. To
How
cost.
much?
This one with your
Pretty good job so far.
discount, as you are part of the group, it would only cost you about 600 gold.
That's more than I have.
It's an expensive item. It's a ring of mind shielding.
Yeah.
Wait. Also.
It's normally 1,200,
Yeah.
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 but he's giving you a bit of a deal because
Oh wait, I lied. I have 650 platinum. 600 I can do.
yeah, that's so that would only be 60 platinum.
That'd be what?
60
platinum.
platinum.
Wait, you have how many platinum?
Yep. I
Yeah.
have 65.
And,
So yep.
and you were saying something about me not sharing another 100. Why?
I know that I was going to be
Apparently.
expensive.
Are you? Did you go by yourself or did someone go with you?
Charlotte went with
This
That's
is home right now.
That's up to them.
Charlotte went with her.
Charlotte may or may not go with her. I mean, they
Oh,
probably
no.
end up going to the library.
Look,
If
at
they
always
can
stay
Go to
behind.
the library.
So, you purchased the Ring of Mind Shielding. You head back after.
I also make it invisible, so
Yeah.
Okay.
that's just an ability you can do. So of course I'm going to use it.
Why?
What?
Why not?
Chat.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. Keep going.
All right. Well, also, I'm going to imagine that Rinn. I don't see the chat, like what's being.
Emotes.
Good. You don't want to know.
Lots and
I
lots of
just see
emotes.
a 1 and then some face that I don't get.
Chins,
That's the
man.
face. That, yep. Word. It's all normal.
All right. So,
Okay.
is there any particular information you're looking for in the library, or just general knowledge?
God. What? That would probably be part of setting up this trap. So we'll just put that together
Okay.
as that.
That was part of it. Okay. So you head back At this point, it is the last day, and Rinn.
Hi.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
did
back
you-
with the trunk full
Hold
of
on,
new
hold
clothes
on,
and stuff.
Did Gauthag do the approaching Charlotte with the thing he wanted to do?
Sure.
What'd you do?
Pretty much just approached her and asked if she would like to play a prank on someone.
She's just kind of like, I'm listening.
Okay. So we have another member of our team. She's currently away with her family. What I'm
Mhm.
going to need as far as for you to introduce yourself as me. Because she wasn't expecting a new person.
I was not told. Well, I was told that your sister was
So
coming.
are we playing Gauthag
Maybe.
got a sex change? Like, what's going on here?
What are you getting at here?
We're going to freak her out, and it's going to be funny.
Rinn's not that dumb.
She's like,
I know she's
so
not.
let me get this straight. You're trying to make them think that there are two of you, or are you going to disguise yourself?
Oh no, I'm just going to not be in the room. It'll just be the four of you when she walks in.
And what's your end goal here?
I don't know, just to mess with her a little bit.
That's dumb. Nice try, though.
Oh, Charlotte.
That's dumb. Nice try.
I appreciate
Now-
Charlotte.
Now, if you were to say that you were going to disguise yourself as something else, then I'd be on board, because that sounds like my type of game. But
I mean, I could, and I use disguise self, and I am back to my 7-foot human persona.
Oh my gosh.
Don't mind me.
that might fool some people, but I don't think it would fool her.
Hey, it has fooled a couple people.
A couple.
The
It has fooled Rinn.
Rinn has used that spell before.
And it also
She's
fooled,
not
it's,
that
it's,
dumb.
still also fooled Rinn.
Okay, that's
Maybe not.
something different.
Only
That
because
was-
RNG dictated it.
RNG dictates you do not know this is me.
Yeah. It was worth a try.
And I just walk in the room, still disguised as a 7-foot human. Just go walk down the hallway.
Jeez.
Because
So-
I
why
probably
not?
come back with a whole bunch of stuff
and-
from my family
And
because,
she's just
yeah.
she's just like, if you get a better idea, let me know. I love a good prank.
So, you come home, Rinn,
Mm-hmm.
and you see another kitsune.
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute.
Huh.
Wait, what?
She just looks up at you and waves.
Hi. I'm guessing you're Maribelle's sister.
Mirabelle.
And you must be Rinn. She's told me so many things about you.
Oh. Yeah.
In return, what I missed?
Where is
Sorry
Maribelle
about that.
in this situation?
She just chuckles. Oh? What did you do to her?
She... What exactly did she tell you?
Well, I guess we'll just have to find out, won't we?
Something about touching Maribelle's butt.
That I didn't do.
Or did you?
I'm just gonna go unpack. Is everybody else home, or is it just you and... Where's Maribelle?
It's like, oh, she had to run a few errands at the moment. She'll be back soon.
Where is everybody else? Out of character, where is everybody?
Gauthag actually happens to walk back in, still in human form.
Imagine Lucky at this point, Lucky and Sirris are, because at this point it is
Sirris' room.
close to night.
Sorry, in
It
Lucky's room.
is probably around 6 or 7 by the time you get home.
They've been busy
Yeah.
pointing each other.
So everyone's starting to kind of convene.
Okay, so people are there, so it's not just us. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Panic!
we're just
Clearly,
Started
nobody's
getting-
been subtle about staring at her, so.
Nah.
Yeah.
The heck happened while I was gone?
Like I said,
I'm
Gauthag
gonna
just
go
walks back
unpack.
in human form while before Rinn goes to her room. Just walks in human form still.
And
Oh.
Charlotte also does say, well, one thing she did say is that you threw a fireball at her. Well, honey, sacred flame. And she makes a small sacred flame over her hand.
Ah, yeah, that.
the bird.
That
You see
was-
the raven kind of stare at Rinn.
Okay. So, I apologize for that. I'm pretty sure I apologize for that. I got drunk a few nights in a row. But I'm pretty sure I apologize for that one. Things were not good.
Charlotte laughs. Just don't ask your Goliath friend what I did to her. It was for her own good, though.
In that moment, I pat Rinn on the back. She's like, "Welcome home."
Just,
Remember,
I
still in
don't-
human form.
yeah.
Don't worry, there totally wasn't fire involved.
I have concerns. I have major concerns.
Also, I take it this is on the final night.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't worry, no one died
I have more information. I don't know who all got my message earlier this week.
Well, who did you not
This-
send it to is the question.
yet. You and Maribelle.
I probably not you two.
Okay.
Probably to avoid a lot of things. Did not send it to the two people that are triggered by said person.
Fair.
I am triggered that you think I would be
Well-
triggered to such triggering.
Well, actually, no.
2018,
Maribelle,
everyone triggers
Offended.
everyone.
Maribelle wasn't actually showing signs of being really triggered by things. She seemed kind of emotionally drained, if anything.
No, look, Maribelle reacted poorly to the fact that the artist thing happened and everything else, and so that's why she wasn't chosen to get this information.
Also, are
It's
we going off the
2018,
thing that
everything triggers
we're all in the room, or...
I think so.
Everybody but Maribelle is currently in.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm,
I'm kind of looking back at Lucky and then at Gauthag, like, you did get my message, right?
Yes.
I would assume Lucky would know, yeah.
Artist is good. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, Sirris is at the thing that keeps bringing them drinks and getting a red wine or something.
You might want something stronger, dear.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Just holding up the wine. I already got this.
You're gonna want something
One legacy
stronger
or
when I
Let
tell you
her
that.
finish the first drink, and then she can have the stronger
You should have the one like Xander.
That's fair.
drink. Yeah.
Or
We're
the other
easing
one.
to it this time.
Or the other one.
I'm gonna put Grail into human form for just in case purposes.
So,
Um,
Charlotte watches Grail flutter up. If you want to look at the board,
sorry, I'm also
Fire.
distracted by what
Lord.
you're whispering me.
watch this Aspire.
I'm watching.
Magic!
New
That's
tricks.
amazing!
He magicked
tricks, I love
magicked
it.
the tokens that needed magicking.
Yeah! That's so
Ah!
cool. I love it. That is the coolest ever.
I hit one.
I still
Oh
love
yeah.
it.
Hit two.
Oh yeah. Also, I'm
Number.
guessing you don't need to touch your earring to use it.
No, you do not.
That is not a thing we have to do.
Everybody hears from Maribelle. I got a company in my room. Well, you know who. Make sure she doesn't make it out of here.
I'm
And
sorry.
don't barge in.
I'm sorry, wait, what?
I'm
the other one?
Who is this? You know who?
Anyway, can I just switch the voice now so this is easier?
Yes.
With a gun to the back of Maribel's head, she sighs and quietly says, "Well, that's one way to get my attention. What do you want?"
That you know who.
And then the visibility drops, and there's Janice. Followed you in. With a 19 stealth.
Wait,
Ah.
right?
I guess that's not something we were keeping an eye out for.
Hell?
Yeah, nobody was.
Hell!
What? Who?
Invisibility.
What?
Sparks both ways.
I did the right thing by bringing Grail out, apparently.
Well,
Well, now I want to know where the rest are.
you and I are gonna go for a walk.
No.
You're
We're
not
not in the
there.
room yet.
No.
Hey, I'm gonna go over and knock on Maribel's door because that didn't sound right.
Well, Maribel did say, "Don't come barging in."
Yeah, she didn't go barging in, she's knocking on the door politely.
Tell her everything's fine.
I tricked myself. Obviously, because
Maribel's
that's
just
a
like-
little worrying.
Maribel's just like, "Can I help you?"
I just got home. I've got some information. We need to talk. I wanted to check in. Is everything okay?
Yeah, in a minute. I'm changing. And then you hear through the earring, "Don't fuck this up. We have her right in our home base. Keep the door shut."
Through the earring, who? Which she are you talking about?
Janice, the only other person who has my abilities.
I'm gonna go stand by the door and sit in front of it that leaves the main room.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and summon a Shadow Blade and just be prepared slightly. I'll,
Grail is right there.
Maribel,
There.
Right there.
Maribel's just like, "A walk, you say? I don't think that's exactly what I have in mind for today. Why don't we talk right here?"
What I do in this situation.
Thanks to what you all did. Don't really have a choice.
Wait, what did you say?
Thanks to what you all did, I don't really have a choice.
She's just like, "Go on."
So, alive or dead? Your choice.
She basically just says, "You don't know what I'm capable of now, and more importantly, I have a counteroffer. How about instead of going back to him, you stay here with us?"
Make a persuasion check.
Roll high bard.
That one.
Mhm.
Jay.
Don't jinx it.
That 20. Actually, I got this.
That's even worse.
25.
Damn.
There we go.
Alright.
Bards!
That plus.
That's better.
Unnecessary.
What?
That's a 19, so nope. She sits there for a moment. The gun's still kind of pressed to the back of her head, and she kind of. Fuck. She kind of drops the gun a bit.
When I saw you the first time, I knew what you were going through.
You have
Maybe
no
not
idea of the
completely.
situation.
What? Wait, what'd she say?
She says you have no idea of the situation.
Well, to an extent, true. However, more importantly, I can help you.
You can help me if you came with.
No.
Or I can free you from his influence. I've had a lot of time to prepare for this,
Okay.
and it has been my intent this whole time to free you from this.
Freaking.
A single shot
I
to the
just saw
back of my head is not enough to kill me, by the way. I could have called for them at any time.
Bang bang.
I just thought
Alright.
about something, and it's not good.
What, the other ones?
Mhm.
So, if you agree to my terms...
She can turn multiple people invisible.
If you agree to my terms,
I
I'm
thought
going
that
to
too.
ask for my sister to come in here. And only my sister. And we're going to have a little talk. No harm will come of you, and I would hope no harm comes of me.
Counteroffer.
I'm listening.
You help my friends.
The others? I have planned for that as well. Well, why don't we start with you?
I don't need any help.
What, are you free of his influence?
I am my own person.
Bullshit.
Thankfully, I got away before he kind of stops at that point.
I see. I knew there was something about you that was... made my hand shake.
Are your friends as amenable?
I'll make sure that they listen to what you have to say, and they'll have to get through me if they try to hurt you. You're not as evil as I'm led to believe, are you?
I wouldn't say that. She kind of points toward your bed. And you look, there's something in the bed.
What's in the bed?
Slowly check it. There seems to be an object placed on it. You can see there's a ward on it.
Well, I don't look I don't look at it. I just kind of glance at it to see.
Yeah, it's not well hidden, I'm saying.
What kind of ward is it? Like an explosive ward?
Yeah.
Oh god.
You get the sense if she had to, she was going to shove you into that.
She just looks at that.
I
and
mean-
says- she just looks at that, and her right eye crimson. She says, "Cute, but I can respect that."
No
Alright.
honor anymore with murderers.
Lead the way.
Anyway, trouble is as trouble does. Would you like to, well,
She's
would
still
you
got
like for-
both guns drawn.
Oh, so she can double tap. Oh, ah.
This is
It's like-
fine.
Let's go say hi
like-
to your friends.
she's like, you may want to put those away. Make them a little
feel com-
nicer.
Feel comfortable while holding them.
Yeah, and you and I both know how quickly we can draw them when things get hairy. You don't need them in your hands.
Can I be right outside the door as they come out offering people enough wine glasses?
Wait. Okay, sorry. I have the opportunity to make a pun, and I have to make it. When situations get hairy. Your Fox girls. Hairy.
Ah.
So you,
But,
she does stow the weapons, but
wait.
seems ready at any second to draw them.
Maribelle just nods and says,
That's terrible.
I understand. I felt the same way when I first met them.
Nah.
Let's
So
go
you're
say
out?
hi. Or, would you like to see my sister first? Or just out of the frying pan and into the harsh explanation?
Into the very big bonfire.
I can always get out if I need to. Either way.
Fair enough, but I'd like to think that you're on our side. And she walks
I'm
out.
on my side.
Well,
At least you're not on your
Trust me.
backside.
she's just like,
But
you say that, but it's nice having friends.
You open the door?
Huh?
You open the door?
Yep.
You see Grail holding a scythe and Rinn holding a shadow blade.
And then Sirris at the
I'm-
door holding a couple wine glasses.
that's fine.
And I'm
She's
standing
just
front
like-
door like,
She just kind of has the door cracked, and she's just like, okay, what the fuck? Seriously. Calm the fuck down, all of you.
And if Maribelle can see through the
No.
crack enough to where her sister is, I'm keeping her sister company.
Wait, what about keeping sister company?
Look who I'm standing next to on the board.
Just a fine.
Gauthag's flirty. It's fine.
Maybe.
Ah.
You don't
Now,
know. that.
Charlotte's also standing, and she has her arms together in her sleeves, one hand on one of the papers.
I come offering
Yes.
booze.
Come offering
How,
booze.
does everyone still look extremely tense?
Sirris doesn't.
Probably.
I'm
Rin
distracted.
does, due to the fact that she was not informed of any of the other plan
I think Sirris is drinking a little
Maribelle's
too
during the
just
rest
like-
of the week.
Maribelle's just kind of like, put those away. We're going to talk.
Want to make the joke. Want to make the joke.
Looks at you.
Don't do it.
Looks at who?
Grail's looking at Rinn. He's still got his scythe go up.
I'll turn him back
Girl
into a
smash.
raven temporarily.
Girl smash. Girl smash good.
I'll tell him like through telepathy, like a just be ready.
Always.
I'll take several steps away from the door and be on the other side of the room at this point. I still have my sword drawn. I am not putting that away.
Fair.
Maribel
You know,
just
Sirris
sighs,
still kind of
like,
to the side of the door, offering wine glasses.
Fine. Want some fine?
Maribel just sighs and says, well, I can see why you wanted to keep your weapons ready with allies like these. Anyway,
Hey, I don't have any weapons drawn.
Neither do I.
she just,
Well,
with Gauthag
technically I
saying
do,
that, she
but-
just gives you the thumbs up. Thank you.
I mean, I have
Okay,
a hawk
so
for that.
wine glasses are now totally a form of weaponry now. I see how it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
You
technically,
can
I have
easily-
my weapon out, so I'm playing.
I was
mean-
just like, you don't count. Anyway,
I mean, okay, to be fair, technicality here.
Mhm.
Sirris could easily just, shatter one against the door frame and just shank Janice with
That is
it.
an improvised weapon, and at most a D4.
Yeah.
And most is still a sharp object to the kidney.
Before
That's not
we
how this
begin
works.
the explanation here, I would like to take a small break if we could.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we will be back. Maybe what do you think? 5 or so minutes,
Yeah.
or people need longer.
Seems like a plan.
I'm fine.
I need water.
5 to 10 minutes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Uh,
I will be back.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
oh boy.
Let us know when we're live again, folks.
Yeah, we are. We're good.
Yay!
Same.
Oh,
I'm on
hello.
Gauthag's doing the same thing.
All right. Anybody who wants to make a perception check may.
What is
I-
it?
Sure.
I am shit.
Oh
at
my +5. Let's see what I get.
Charlotte
by the way, we're back.
is...
Aw.
No.
Hello.
This-
Okay,
this
I'm
is
not
fine.
completely horrible at this time.
Charlotte's
okay
at
with
7. I'm gonna write this down.
I
That
rolled
is a
3.
flat roll for me, so I'll wait. So,
Because I'm using the same
I'll wait
dice.
for everybody else to say theirs.
what's that? 22.
And I rolled
I
a
got a
3. I'm not even
12.
gonna try.
I did a 12.
Looking around,
19.
And Maribelle's is 18.
even with the 22, there's nobody there. You're pretty sure there's no one in this room.
Okay,
Did I
so
hear
with a 19,
25?
that's not good.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I got a
I'm just
19.
Okay. Alright. And Charlotte just keeps her arms in her arms crossed. And she's like, wow, I can see what my sister sees in you.
She kind of glances at you, confused. Right.
Explanation, please.
Well, I walked in invisible.
That's great. You're super smart. You're super sneaky. Please explain why I shouldn't strike you down right now.
Because I won't let you, Maribelle pipes
Because
in.
raisins.
Raisins.
And why aren't you going to let me? You do realize who this thing works for, correct?
Herself.
Blood on the carpet.
She is
We just had
a victim in this
We got
as
home.
much as we are. And she's come here asking for help. In a unfortunate manner, but justifiable.
Sirris is just gonna take a quick drink out of the both of the glasses for a point, and then afterwards offer it to the both of them.
Okay,
Both of
and
who?
You two,
Janice and
the two Fox peoples.
Or the
Maribel just
three
holds
of
up
them
her hand.
that are next to her.
As Sirris approaches, Maribel just holds up her hand. I would keep your distance,
So,
if you don't mind.
and Gauthag being, a recent smartass. Just as everything's mentioned as far as about striking them and everything, please don't get blood on the carpet. We just had it cleaned before you got home, Rinn.
Why did you have to have it cleaned?
I
Because
don't
it
have
had
to
to be
explain
cleaned
this
in.
to my mom.
Because we had it cleaned since we moved in here.
Charlotte just speaks up. We don't talk about it.
Oh,
It was just
jeez.
dirty. We hadn't cleaned
One
it since we
problem at a
moved in.
time.
Yeah.
People
At this
tracking
point, at this
bodies.
point, I'm just gonna sigh, go back over to the table, put the two wine glasses there, and pick up my wine glass.
Chug it.
Charlotte, Maribel's just like, all right, let's get back to the topic at hand. She's here talking because, well,
Or there's topics at hand.
her friends.
My-
Well, she hasn't explained it to me yet, but I imagine her friends are in a dire situation.
Really?
Yes.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Well, thanks to... Well, I thought it was a successful mission. Apparently, they didn't view it as such.
Who?
The artist.
Oh, they're next on
Guess
my
he was-
list.
Oh, that's not
Hoping that-
nuts.
We would kill more of you than we did, not lose one.
I mean, to be fair, your rogue kind of rushed into it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he decided. Thankfully, I saw what he was doing and got out to improve us.
Improve.
What did he do?
He changed them.
Any chance it has something to do with melting a person?
I can already imagine what he's done to them, and this is...
Wait,
Well,
he hurt. Oh, I'm trying to remember how to say. Gauthag, I think you said. What's the opposite of me, Fluffy?
Correct.
Just Gauthag backward.
He hurt
Basically.
Gauthag. He's going to die.
Can I roll insight or something? Cause I am
Good luck.
wanting to double check bullcrap.
good luck!
Bullshit.
Plus 11 to deception.
Oh, mother
Net freaking 20.
She is being brutally honest.
Oh.
She's what you cut out.
Brutally honest.
Oh.
She's
Okay.
actually she's a villain that's being honest. My God, it's a rarity.
I'll dismiss my blade at this point because as much as I hate the fact that this thing is standing in the room, it's not a threat.
And at this point, Charlotte speaks up and is like, alright, so he's done that, and you want us to... What are you wanting us to do exactly? I already know what I'm going to do, but I want to hear what your request is first.
Well, if you're able to restore them, I would like that. If not, then I'll have to go plan B.
Maribelle's like, what's plan B?
Proving that we don't need improvement.
Oh, let's not go to Plan B. Plan B is a bad
Yeah.
idea.
Let's avoid that.
I can see that, but it won't help. Especially since we both agree that he's... Oh, wouldn't you agree that he's a mutual enemy?
Well, he was an employer. Kind of turned on me. So yes.
Also, with what Charlotte knows about her talisman, would she know that she's in a state where it would be able to work, or does she need more convincing before she gives her the talisman?
Well, she doesn't seem like... Allison doesn't turn someone good. That's a different spell entirely. Doesn't seem like... As she since she glances down at the talisman, it's not reacting in any way currently.
Okay. Because I imagine she knows what they're intended to be used for. So she's fine as a person right now?
She is currently doesn't seem to be needed to do the talisman.
Okay. Charlotte just kind of gives Maribelle a little bit of a nod. It's like, interesting. Well, let's not resort to Plan B. Or even Plan C. You're like my sister, are you not? And I know you have a hidden option as well.
And looks at you. There's always another option.
Yes. So let's skip straight to F. We'll work with you. I have a means of restoring them. And she pulls out one of those paper talismen, which I honestly expected to react to your presence. But it didn't. Which means you are not tainted. She puts it back in her sleeve.
Oh, that's good news.
Perhaps needing a little guidance in the ways of life, in, well, we each have our own way, but my mother always taught me to see the good in every person. And she's the person, she's one who slays demons for a living, so I heed her advice.
So,
And Maribelle is just like, okay, well, my sister's Charlotte speaking. Oh no, you don't. You're not delegating this on me. You're the brains here. Maribelle winces. Yes, but you're the one who has the tools. Charlotte's like, I get it. Arguing's not gonna fix this. Anyway, Maribelle's speaking up now. The original plan was we were going to. How was the trap supposed to work?
essentially, you have a one-use teleport that would teleport someone to one of the. Because you specifically asked for one that they couldn't be teleported out of and couldn't get out of. Which Gladius has. They have what is essentially a brig.
Yeah.
And
Maribel's
there
just like-
are manacles in there that activated, the person that enters in are immediately shackled. There is no getting out of that unless you are some evil corrupted being.
Beyond not more than just some evil corrupted being, just way more stronger than level
They're
20.
designed to they're designed to not age or be corroded in their anti-magic.
Maribel's just like, well, my original plan was to get you out of there to a safe, undisclosed room where we could talk and I could help you get free of his influence. Seems that plan isn't as necessary as I originally thought, since you came to me.
Interesting. By the way, this was the natural 20, which was her investigation. Telling you about Maribel, you're like, what does that natural 20 mean? That's what it was.
Aha!
Oh boy.
Had she not rolled as well, she might not have seen it, and you might not have been having this conversation.
Ah! Escape. That's what
Wait,
just like escape.
wait, natural 20 on what? And not noticing what?
Her investigation to see what he was planning.
Ah,
Oh.
so she rolled to make sure that she wasn't, and well, she's anti-Maribel, so she knows when to get the fuck out of a situation.
She goes, well, I can get you to where he's hiding. They're likely with him. And get you in there in the same way I got out.
Yeah, and hopefully this time we don't get found out so quickly.
If you follow me, you won't.
Good. Now, one of the original things, the leader of our organization was very quickly dispatched by him. Do you know how he was able to do that?
No.
Do you think if we caught him off guard, he would be able to do it again in short notice?
Suspect not.
I ask because, well, supposedly you're like me, and if you are, you keep an eye on everything.
And I've only seen him, well, nice technically. Once when we met him here, and the second time at his main base of operations, where I saw him improving on one of us.
Oh, let's be honest, he butchered them.
Well, I guess it depends on what your definition of improved is.
My definition of improved for what you're describing is butchering. Turning them into something that they are not. He certainly made you into, I mean, You weren't always a fox, were you?
From my creation, I was.
You don't remember what you were before.
I was nothing before.
I see. Well, I'm hoping that you can come to trust us in this handling of this, and maybe one day see the good in life. And in return, we'll do everything we can to free your friends. They were friends, right? They weren't just
Yes.
companions. You all knew, respected each other.
Friends.
Then, and she looks to Charlotte. Charlotte just smirks and says, "Well, then we'll go for the less than lethal option. And instead of, how many are currently in the room? Except for Janice."
There are, I guess, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
We have
including you.
Okay, so we have a party of 6.
Mhm.
Plus
including
a bird.
Grail. Yeah, including Grail. Because Charlotte's not counting herself. We're like, well, in that case, instead of 6 adventurers, not including myself, for I'm just a visitor, you'll have 12 to deal with. As I intend to free every last one of your friends. Whether or not I can change the shape he's put them in, I don't know. My grandmother only told me so much. But
Right.
she has the power of the goddess Inari coursing through her veins. I trust her glimpses of the future, I'll call them.
So, when do you wish to leave?
Charlotte and Maribel look to the others.
Apparently following.
Does she seem extremely urgent about this? Like, this has gotta happen, like...
She seems like she'd prefer urgency, but she's leaving it up to you guys.
Charlotte's just like, would you like something to eat first? When was the last time you had a good meal?
Yes. Picked up a few things on the way.
Well,
Gauthag is just observing us. He doesn't know what to do, to be honest.
Maribel's like, also, this doesn't have to be so tense. I really don't get why everyone's so up in each other's throats. I mean, sure, you put a gun to the back of my head, but if I was in your position, yeah, I get it.
You know what?
She didn't
No.
shoot me in the chest before.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Right.
Well, I mean, I understand your position. You were built to do a task, and, well, you're a little more than what he bargained for. He picked the wrong person to mimic.
How is Sirris reacting to all of this at the moment? Or is she sipping wine and just trying to ignore it?
She's not trying to ignore it, but she is just like kind of just leaning back against the wall, just watching this conversation.
Okay.
Eventually, every once in a while, giving a pointed glance to the 2 wine glasses on the table, or glance, yes.
So, Maribel just kind of touched
triple
her head.
pouring that too.
I was just like, would you like me to drink from it to make sure it's not poisoned?
That's why I drank from both of them earlier. I mean, what?
It's true, she did.
I
I'd
didn't.
rather have a clear head. If we do go tonight.
Point very well taken. Charlotte
Well-
takes a sip from a wine glass. Just kind of chuckles. What? I'm not a lightweight.
How does everyone else feel about going tonight? I know some of us just got back.
Well, Maribel's just like, could do, or I want, and she looks at Janice, I want to trust you. And you haven't given me any reason not to trust you. And I believe even the worst person can change.
I have a question for Janice.
Wait. If we wait and give you time to restore, because I know you had to use a spell to get here, or would you rather, are you rather fine with missing a little bit of your magic potential? I know you didn't use some of your stronger abilities.
I've only used the minimal amount of spells. I'm perfectly capable of going tonight. I'm just gonna
Yeah, Maribel.
question.
Who? To who?
Yeah, me, because I had a question for Janice.
She seems to notice that you are looking curiously over at her.
Does he even realize you're gone?
Probably at the moment, no. But if we wait too long, he might realize it.
Well, I
There's
guess that's
our
a good
time
enough
limit.
reason. That's a good enough reason to go now, I guess. Makes sense now.
Once he realizes she's gone, things accelerate, things get dicey, and...
Things get complicated. You're using too many words to describe the simplicity of it.
Story of my life.
I can go
This
and
is-
possibly die, or I can be successful and my mother will kill me. Okay. I lose either way.
Is that what she said?
That's what Lucky says.
Or what he said?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how is your dad? How is your dad?
How is he doing since the last time I checked up on him?
Last time checked out will probably have been today. He's still not doing the greatest. A little bit more color to him, but he's not doing good. I mean, he's not. He's on the road to recovery. At
Also,
least.
is he under the constant watch of Aurora?
Yes, she is pretty much there all the time.
Can he be earring contacted without tipping other people off?
Technically, yes.
Maribel's just like, we could always let Reggie know what we're planning on doing without getting the mother bear on us.
You really think that's going
Don't
to
think
change
that matters.
the situation?
No,
that
but
honestly doesn't matter.
it does
We're
a little.
we're gonna
There's
go
one
one way or another. This is our job. We
Yes,
took this job,
but
remember?
it never hurts to have someone know where we are, so there can be friendly eyes watching us as we move forward.
That's why we would tell Aurora, because she would be able to do something about it. Telling a man in bed who is sick and trying to heal is not going to do us any
Do
good.
you think she'll let us go, knowing what he's capable of?
Probably
I
not.
don't think she'll have much of a choice.
You're technically on contract to do this job.
Mm-hmm. Whether she wants us to or not, we have been contracted to apprehend and or destroy the artist. Apprehend, probably a higher on the list because he's got further contacts.
Well, if we accidentally end up killing him, so be it.
No. Accidentally is not the thing I want to be hearing from you.
Maribel's rubbing the
It wouldn't
back
be an
of her
accident
neck.
for me.
She looks at Janice and is like, by the way, what's your name?
Janice.
Her right eye shines crimson, like it actually glows a little. Funny. That's my name, too.
Miss Maribelle Vantour.
And then the glow fades.
That was the name I was given.
I'm extremely uncomfortable, and the sooner we get this done, the sooner the better, I suppose.
Well.
Especially with time frame as it is.
And Charlotte speaks up and is like, one question though, just out of my own curiosity. We get your
Yes.
friends back, and things magically work out as they're supposed to. Then what? What are you going to do next?
Probably whatever we want.
Oh, you're not going to be a band of travelers stirring up trouble, or are you going to try the good side of adventuring?
Trouble sometimes fun.
Oh, I understand going through trouble. I fucking set my sister on fire, but it's all about mitigating risks.
Rinn has this very concerned look looking at Charlotte. All of a sudden, like, what?
Wait, what?
Maribelle's just like, we were training. It's fine.
I'm still concerned.
Well, if all goes well, you won't be hearing of us, at least.
Oh, if we do hear,
Go ahead.
Maribelle's just like, oh, if we do hear of you, what would you name your adventuring team?
She kind of looks at you and just like, don't know. I
Oh,
feel like having a name would increase our notoriety. Don't want that.
well, if you're not causing trouble and helping people out, as that seems to pay better than doing terrible things. I mean, terrible things is more rewarding right off the bat, but then as time goes on, you get into trouble like this.
We'll survive. How's that sound?
That's fine. I just, well. As weird as it sounds, I really like you, and I want you to have a good life, rather than a life of terrible, unfortunate events. But anyway,
Like
before I
King
make
Von.
this... Huh? What?
Ah, the chat.
And she's
Chat.
like,
Oh, jeez.
Greetings, individual who may or may not be kingly.
and she's like, alright, well, alright, now that I've made this perfectly awkward, I guess we're about to head out. Do you want to have any spells? Do you think maybe you still have some weird influences of his on you that you would like a restoration spell used to try and cleanse you off?
She looks at you guys. Don't have anything on me.
Alright. I believe you.
Inside check.
Jeez.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna use real quick the
Also, I would only roll inside check if I got advantage because she's kind of like me. Otherwise, I know I'm not going to get a very good chance at this.
21.
21?
Yep.
She is... To her knowledge, she doesn't seem to have anything on her. Like, spell-wise, that would require
Right.
restoration.
Would an Arcana check?
Well, I don't mean like concentration, I mean like curses, enchantment effects.
She's not aware of one, if there is one.
Okay.
Before anything else happens, I would
does she-
probably use
Does she detect his magic? Any magic sensed on her?
What were you gonna do, Rinn?
Use Rod of the Pact Keeper to regain the spell slot I used.
Okay. So...
This sounds like we're going, so...
Seeing that, Sirris is going to go to her room and come back out and wearing her battle pants.
Battle pants.
Battle pants! I love it.
For expediency, no, she does not seem to have any curses or effects on her.
All right, yeah, because they'd be checked out, and if she agrees to actually be checked out by a strong enough spellcaster, I would be like, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want anything bad to happen. I just want to make sure he can't hurt you.
Right. So. Yeah.
I see a future in you, one that I regrettably threw away, and found again in these people. So I can understand you wanting to get yours back.
Right.
And now we move forward.
You guys following?
My mom
She's
said
adopted a
yes.
human form.
Mhm.
Are you letting the mother know, or the father?
Are we letting them know, or are we keeping this to ourselves?
We should tell somebody where we're going, because the last thing we need to do is to sneak out and get ourselves hurt and in big trouble and can't get found because nobody knows where we are.
And I
So we
highly
have to
doubt
tell
that Reggie
somebody.
will keep this to
Yeah,
himself.
Maribelle would pull up a map and ask where it is on the map and be like, all right, we're going to have plan A, which is we go the way you want. Plan B will be the people waiting and expecting us if we don't come out in time. Plan C, I like to make up plan C on the spot.
Is that the one that tends to involve fire and booze?
Typically.
And a combination
Typically.
of booze and fire?
I
Yep.
mean,
She points now down in the more southern direction of Tristan. This is more the poorer district. It's kind of like our mid class essentially, but compared to the rest of it, this is the poor district.
Gotcha.
Probably the best place if you want to take people off the streets without not noticing.
She's just like, yep, makes sense, of course. But why was it not noticed? Oh yeah, that also makes sense. She just looks at Janice. I can think of how they do it.
Mike goes in. I found a way in and out that he doesn't know of.
Those are always the most fun ways out and in. Means they're less trapped.
Who do you guys really know? Just so I know.
Maribelle looks at the other and she like, I would tell Reggie if he's not asleep. I don't know. I know how scary mama bears can be.
So, actually, here's what I propose. I'd propose we leave, we start on our way there, we probably get, like, more than halfway there, then tell Aurora.
I like her idea.
That plan works.
All right.
We can always tell Reggie right away so that he knows and he can talk to the people.
Nah. He's
currently
he's in
bedridden?
bed
He's with her.
and being, yeah. He will not keep that a secret, especially if his son is involved.
And you also know, Lucky, that she is very good at telling if any one of you have a secret. She's a passive inside of like 23, 24.
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
Wow.
And he's not in any condition
plus-
to lie.
Six because of proficiency, plus 5 because of wisdom, so that's 11. Also, it's 21 because passive is always 10 plus your thing.
She's just like, well, do you think
Jeez.
maybe they have any long-term helpful spells that anyone could use on us for going? Just so we're not completely...
Who here knows
Otherwise, I
protection
guess-
from Cthulhu?
I mean, if you
I
want,
don't-
you can ask her, but there's always
That-
you have to have that conversation.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about that. Let's just go, and on the way there, we tell her. And we cut her off before she tells us no.
Like he's all for
I
it
was
for
like-
not telling his mom right away.
Maribel's
Alright.
just like, okay, alright. Charlotte's just chuckling at all
It's
this.
just
Right.
safer.
And my sworn duty as comms officer
Yeah, it was just
Yo,
like-
I get to bite a bullet.
Charlotte's watching all this. and
Rinn
just like,
will give you instructions as leader to not do the thing until such a time.
And Charlotte's just like, what an interesting family you found, sister.
And Janice, of course, is taking her human form at this point.
Yeah, everyone else isn't human formed.
So who's
Alright.
all going?
We're all
Yes, I
going.
know it's-
Sirris already has her battle pants on.
Sirris is,
Yeah,
I
I
know
think I
Lucky is, I know Gauthag
Sure,
is.
I don't think I
I'm
don't think
going.
we're gonna. Yeah.
We bring in Charlotte.
Is
Yeah.
Charlotte coming?
Well, she's got the ability, so she's definitely coming along.
I mean, technically, you can technically use these the way they've been created.
What do you mean?
The parchments can be technically used by anybody due to the way they were created. They're very unique. So,
Yep.
it's up to you.
Charlotte's just kind of like, well, shall I come along as a helping hand? Frankly, any enemy of my sister may as well be an enemy of mine, as long as she's got her head on straight, and I can tell that she's sane at the moment.
If you think you can keep her calm enough, should something arise, then please.
Oh, you mean if her bloodlust awakens? Yeah, I can, try.
That would be very much appreciated.
So you guys make it halfway following Janice when you tell Laura who
Yeah.
Following a lead.
Yep. I tell you
Angrily-
exactly what to tell her.
responds with, "If anything happens,
I'll be the first one out of my head, I assure you.
you will have more than what Reggie got."
Like he's like cringing as he's walking.
And Maribelle just speaks up saying, a mutual friend of mine managed to get out of their clutches and wants their friends back from his. That's why we have to go tonight.
Be safe.
You know where we are.
No
I give you a
promises?
Maribelle just says, you know where we are. I've given you a picture of the exact location we're going in at. Feel free to have any asset you want watching over us.
She is going to kill us. She is going
Oh,
to
yes.
actually kill us.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's fine.
Following
Even if we
in,
get out of there
I want
fine.
I want everyone to make a stealth check. However,
Oh crap.
with her aid, she's technically helping you out with this.
Okay.
So
Oh,
you technically have advantage. So it does nullify Gauthag's disadvantage.
Okay,
Well,
so we're all rolling stealth with
I-
advantage.
I am a fucking
you there?
ghost.
Oh god.
Facts.
Let's use my new dice, because why not?
Also, thank you, advantage, for allowing me
Oh,
to
wait,
burn
advantage.
my first natural
Right.
20 of the day.
Nice.
Okay.
I have
Ah,
become a
that's-
fucking ghost.
You're awesome. That's a 17 on my part.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
16 for Maribelle, now for Charlotte, who isn't as sneaky.
Jay, you there?
Did we lose him?
Uh-oh.
I'm a
Jay.
poke.
Oh, the Jack.
Poke that Jay.
Charlotte is only a 12, but she also knows that out everyone's trying to be sneaky, she's going to hang back. Be like,
Okay.
and she basically says, I see you're trying to, I'll, not cause you trouble. Let me know when the fireworks start, and I'll, make some more.
And that
Unless invisibility isn't. Actually, that wouldn't help. Being invisible wouldn't help, would it?
Nope.
She already had an advantage on it.
Yeah.
Do we lose Jay?
I don't know. I'm trying to get a hold of him.
No.
Well. So how's everybody?
You know, well enough.
Boop.
Might use these cards just for the sake of not having to move the camera around on the board the whole time. During fights.
Yeah, this is fine. Movement's entertainment, right?
That was fun.
Since we're not getting a response, I have his character sheet.
Okay.
He has +2 to his stealth.
Yeah.
Does he also get the idea to hang back with?
That's-
No, wait, he probably wouldn't.
That's
hang
an
back with Charlotte, would
18
he?
Hmm.
total.
It's not bad.
So
Oh,
yeah. I rolled a
think
16
he's
plus
okay.
2.
I rolled pretty
Hey!
poorly too, so it's fine. Like, stealth is.
I rolled a
but it's
17,
okay.
so it's alright.
Fucking
We're-
ghosts.
We're all grip stealthing, so it's okay. We need to fucking pass without a trace with that +10. Where's my fucking Azamar fucking shooty McShoot?
Asleep.
Yep.
She's probably planning something else, to be honest. She's probably on her own mission.
Actually,
Oh, random rolls are being done.
Burp, burp, burp.
Yes.
Okay, what am I thinking? God damn it, brain! I'm trying to think. What is it?
For the sake of this.
Do all these squares make a circle?
Technically, yes. In a way.
I
no longer
am
in her
thinking of...
perform. You guys get to
Wait, what is
because of the
what?
stealth. She's outside of her form. Curves this way. So you guys, you may arrange yourselves in here however you wish. But she tells you that he's probably behind this door. This is where
Oh,
he likes
good.
to.
And she's like, what's behind the door, straight ahead?
That's storage.
People,
She's
or
gonna-
things.
She's gonna be on
Oh,
this side of the
food.
door, ready to enter in when everyone else does.
And here is where he works all of the times.
And she's like, okay, wow.
Insight.
Are you bringing Grail?
I'm gonna keep him Raven for now, just because I need
So
to
he
save
doesn't-
as much time as possible. And
Yeah, so
also,
he
I
doesn't
don't
have to
need to
roll
be
stealth.
making a stealth check right now.
Yeah.
You turn him into a human. Gah!
Okay, I have to look at this.
Not okay.
Well, he's
I'm going to go
Very
use the restroom real
handsome.
quick because I have a feeling this is going to be a buckle your pants. We're going for it. Moment.
Yeah.
So we're back.
right.
This is fine.
Totally fine. We still need to figure out what happened to Jay.
He's
Yeah.
here.
He's in the game still and all that, yeah.
I'm getting response, so
Yeah, he's messaging me. Hold on, I'm trying to find out what's up.
it's 2:30 in the morning for him, so he says he might have to go soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Guess we will drop around right before the fight. Can even begin.
At least we got this far.
Yes.
And we will pick it up, not next week, but the week after.
Aha!
Yes.
Oh, we're
Next
good.
week's the one shot.
Yeah, one
Next week
shot.
is a one shot. So
I am so excited, guys.
Okay.
All I know is there's gonna be some interest.
Why?
Why not is the question.
I am super excited because I get to bring my ranger, and I'm so excited.
And there's going to be an interesting interaction with that.
Oh?
I'm back.
You'll see.
Oh, that's right. You've met my ranger previously. You've
Nope.
seen my ranger in action.
Well, because Jay is gonna be probably leaving soon, we're gonna end here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll end it right before the fight.
Aw.
I saved it.
Aww, okay, it's fine.
I will create a second save for the one shot, so that we don't lose anything.
Haha.
Meanwhile, Maribel's just kind of going through the plans, like, okay, plan A, nuclear option. We put all of our death onto the artist so that he doesn't get away, and then we save your friends. Option B, I like option A.
We're not killing the artist.
I didn't say kill. You can roll inside on that.
I'm pretty sure she knows. Like, I don't have to roll insight on that.
Oh.
Concerned. That's why they're being moved. Okay. All right. I'm gonna
Because
save it,
these
of
are
course.
because these are the only ones that'll be ooh shiny.
Meet
I
my girl! Meet my
I
girl!
left before I need to get back in there and see shinies. One moment.
Yeah, he just pulled out
I
Novata.
closed it. To go back.
Yep. This has to happen.
Hold on. I see
What?
he's doing.
I need to see whatever kind of shinies are happening.
Yeah. I'm curious.
I'm really kind of excited.
The week after next is when we finally face off against the artist.
Like, the actual artist, not just, like,
Oh.
henchmen and things like that, and that's concerning.
Oh yeah, well we're going to be saving the henchmen as part
Oh.
of our agreement.
Those tokens.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm concerned.
This will be fun.
Henchman
Yep.
gonna hench.
I'm very happy that their grandmother had the foresight to know that Janice is going to want all the friends saved.
I just realized the look on the character's face in that token is just absolutely perfect.
Which character's face?
Milvada. Token.
I
Oh,
have to
yeah,
zoom
yeah,
really
yeah.
close 'cause it's
Yeah.
I
That's
just
gonna be
realized
fun.
Endless Fire's bringing in Terra.
I am indeed. My little killer.
Aw.
just the face of I'm not having your shit. How am I going to kill you today?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Until she starts smiling.
Oh,
Like I said.
Oh,
Oh, by the way, you guys have
I
teamed
know
up
what this
with-
character is.
Oh,
you
yes.
guys have- You guys have teamed up with my ranger.
Oh,
Meet the female version.
oh yeah, hi. I
Like,
came
ser-
first, though.
I managed to get out of singing just by being grilled by.
I'm muting for a
Hold on,
second.
hold on. I managed to get out of singing by being grilled by Rinn before I could find a piano. I am fine with this.
I had to mute for a second.
I know, Jane. We both went the same place. God
Oh
damn it.
man, oh man.
What?
So,
You missed it, and I'm okay with that. Jay, get out of my mind.
Get out of
Oh
mine.
dear.
Stop. Let's both agree to just stop sharing mind spaces.
Deal.
Okay.
Yeah, sharing can be a little precarious, I believe.
Sharing is caring.
Only up to a certain point.
Shit,
Sharing
he
is
knows.
caring,
Evacuate.
unless- Well, I'm just like, sharing is caring, unless it's an STD, in which case you should go see a cleric for that.
Oh.
Has
look
that
at all
ever
5
been
of these tokens.
I'm
Oh,
not
boy.
reopening.
Wait. There's what?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Oh,
Why
no.
are there 5?
why is there a
Fine.
Milvana and okay, that changed into something else.
I have concerns.
Always be
I
concerned.
see what this is.
Okay,
This
I
is-
got you.
Wait,
I
Oh
see.
no! 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 No!
Secret
Fluffy! I hate you! I
What?
hate you! I hate
What's
you
going
so
on?
much! I hate you! I hate you! Why are you doing this to me?
Secret tunnel.
Why are you
Secret
doing this to me?
tunnel.
Why are you doing this to me? What are you doing? I'm sure this is fine. I'm sure it's nothing. I'm
yeah,
sure it's nothing.
Also, how concerned was everyone when Charlotte just kind of nuked Maribelle?
I wasn't
Ah,
Wee
I-
woo, wee woo.
I was posting a whole bunch of stuff in chat going, I was concerned. I am
Yes,
very
yes,
concerned.
she was.
And I
Yeah,
left.
as well.
I left at a great time. Rinn left at a great
I was
time.
like, DMs as well.
What's funny is the DM didn't even know I was going to do that.
No, I didn't.
I,
But I
I,
wasn't
I,
concerned.
I saw Fluffy's face. Fluffy was like, wait, what?
Well, yeah, this is fun.
I didn't sign up for this, what? I didn't sign up for nuking your own character.
Hey,
What?
Dread.
Well, he knew why
Oh, God.
Charlotte was doing
Yes.
it.
Oh,
In order to have Maribelle get her
I
active.
I
saw
know
that, Fluffy.
exactly what that is, and I am happy with it.
I saw that, Fluffy. Gosh darn it. I am not okay with this.
Next session is either going to be fun or scary.
Both. Both is good.
Why not both? Da, 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 da.
I would also like to point out she's already being toyed with in her mind in Barovia. Please don't mess with her brain.
This is gonna be fun.
Right. We're just gonna play.
Well, you see,
Well,
I'm totally
I
not
have
My
a
poor
delicious
ranger.
I have a delicious ring of mind shielding now, so I know I'm not being mentally fucked with.
that you know of.
That we know of.
For all we know, that ring is just the ring of placebo mindfuckery to make you
Oh,
think it's
dear.
working by not actually working.
Well,
You got it from a
consider-
reliable place.
This is fair. Oh, also,
Yeah.
that reminds me. When she went home, she also would have given a couple of cards for them to distribute because they see a lot of
Oh,
traffic
yeah.
sometimes.
Same.
I like to say
Cards to
Sirris had all
who?
the cards.
Aspire.
Oh,
All I
did
like to
she?
say is-
Oh yeah, okay.
I did. Nope, say that again. Oh.